Pleasure, go. Pleasure, go.
Listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it? Don't let no one come into your house, take your meal, do what you need to do today. I'm not nervous. I'm just telling you.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wrestle Purist Raw Review. I'm your host, Ibu of Wrestle Purist, of Self-Made, of Wrestling Twitter. And I'm joined as usual by my co-host, Rob, known to many of you guys as Sir Paragraph, formerly of the Island of Relevancy, currently of the Self-Made Discord. And folks, we're here to talk about last night's explosive episode of Monday Night Raw, a show that concluded with Jey Uso losing in the main event clean to the ring general Gunther. Gunther is your new world heavyweight champion. We have our king and queen of the ring brackets set. We have matches booked for Night of Champions. And we had the return of Bayley, who attacked Becky Lynch last night. It was a very eventful show, a show that I'm sure you guys are very excited to hear us break down. We have over 590 live viewers here, Rob, to start the show.
Yes, sir.
Maybe our largest opening audience that we've maybe ever had on a Raw review. So, guys, I know why you're here. You're locked. You're loaded. You're excited to hear me and Rob break down and analyze last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, a show that I thought was very good, truthfully.
Yes, it was fantastic.
Good episode of Monday Night Raw. And so we're going to break down Raw, Rob. We're going to analyze Raw. We're going to talk about the King and the Queen of the Ring tournament brackets. We're going to predict where these tournaments are going. We're going to predict winners. I'm going to tell you guys what I think is going to happen at SummerSlam. I'm going to make more predictions. We're going to talk about the first round matchups that we got. We had a women's one last night between Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Kairi Sane, and Rhea Ripley. We had another first round matchup between Braun Breaker, Penta, Dominic Mysterio, and Sami Zayn. We'll talk about both matches. We'll talk about the main event. And we'll give our overall thoughts, a show that also featured the return of Nikki Bella, who clearly shot her angle for Evolution too. So, guys, if you're just filing in, please make sure to like the video. Subscribe to Wrestle Purist if you're not subscribed, and send us your super chats, man. I want to hear your feedback.
Yes, absolutely.
Give me your feedback on Raw about what happened last night, about the show, the matches. What did you think? You know, any questions you guys have. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to break down Raw. We're going to do what we got to do. And I'm excited to get into it. And I'm excited to deliver you guys a straightforward show. Again, I'm doing so with my co-host, Rob. I would have liked to have been joined by AO today, guys. I wanted to make it happen. We were trying to get it going, and AO wanted to be here. But ultimately, that couldn't really come to pass. And unfortunately, AO will not be able to make the show, I don't think. At least last I checked, he will not be able to make the show. So condolences to the fans waiting for AO. I know he really wanted to make this happen, but just things happen. Hopefully he can maybe join us next week. We'll see what we can do about that. But, you know, it's all right, though. You guys are in safe hands. You're in good hands. Me and Rob will do what we can. We're going to talk about Monday Night Raw. And I'm excited to get into it, guys. So lock in, send those super chats. Give us your
can you
feedback.
answer this?
What's up?
Let's see here. What's going on June 28th, Ibu?
Oh man, what's happening on June 28th? The CM Punk is going to face John Cena for the WWE Championship. It's going to be their first match, Rob, since 2013, and I'm excited to watch that match. One of the great rivalries in WWE. So, yeah, man, it's a world title match set for Night of Champions, and
where's this match taking place?
We're on the road to SummerSlam. Guys, make sure to get those super chats in, and we're gonna do what we got to do today. This is a big business show, man. We have 700 live viewers on this Raw review, Rob. 700 guys. Like the video, man. Like the video. Lock in. Dig in, man. I'm excited. You guys seem real excited for this show. A lot of enthusiasm in the live chat. I'm looking at the live chat right now. My God.
You didn't answer my question, bro.
We have 859 live viewers on this Raw review, Rob. 859 live viewers.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. You guys
like
are awesome.
Like the video, man.
Oh,
look at the enthusiasm for Raw today, Rob. Like, everybody's so excited to hear us talk about last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. Holy shit. Man, what a house. You guys are great. You guys are awesome.
Ibu, you didn't answer my question, bro.
Which question?
Can you tell me where this John Cena and CM Punk match is taking place at?
Oh, it's taking place at Night of Champions, which is the next premium live event on Peacock, and that'll be on June 28th, and I'm excited for that show. I'm also excited for Evolution, which we'll talk about tonight, and we'll also talk about the build to SummerSlam, which is clearly underway, and I'm very, very excited for it, and clearly the audience is too, because like I said, we have over 850 people here to hear us break down Monday Night Raw, and I'm excited to do that too. So before we get to the Super Chats, which I'm very enthusiastic to read about.
No, I know it's taking place at Night of Champions, but where is Night of Champions, Ibu?
We'll get into that perhaps later, but I'll ask you a question, Rob. What do you think about Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn, Dominic, and Penta's four-way? Because I thought they had a great four-way last night. And it's crazy because Braun Breaker, man, like he's so good in these multi-mans, the fire, the intensity. He did a lot of cool stuff last night with the suplexes, the fucking fast head twitches and shit, the spears around the ring. Penta was awesome. Dominic Mysterio also kind of filled in and did his thing as well. You know, the three amigos. And he did that tope DDT to the outside. That was fucking awesome. It was a string of dives. It was an Arabian moonsault by Sami Zayn onto Braun Breaker to the outside. Then Penta does his big kind of like plancha right off the top rope to the outside. And then Dom does the tope DDT. And then Braun Breaker finishes all this off by doing that jumping clothesline to the table. Fucking awesome spot. And to close the match, we got this great sequence where Sami trying to do the Blue Thunder Bomb to Penta and to Dominic, and he eventually gets it on Dominic, some great near falls. And ultimately, Braun Breaker does a big spear to the outside. He gets BFT'd by LA Knight. LA Knight got his lick back for what the Dangerous Alliance are doing to him over the weekend. And ultimately, this allows Sami Zayn to get the win. He gets the haluva kick onto Dominic Mysterio. I thought it was a hell of a TV match, honestly. And honestly, I thought it was even better than the four-way at Worlds Collide, which was a good match. So this was a pretty kick-ass match on this show. And Sami Zayn advances to the second round of this King of the Ring tournament. Will he be facing the winner of the SmackDown four-way, which is going to be Randy Orton, Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, and Aleister Black. So before we get into that prediction, what did you think of that four-way match, Rob?
I thought that four-way match was fantastic. I thought all four wrestlers in the match hit their spots well. I really loved Braun Breaker's intensity, his newfound, especially intensity since joining this sort of new Dangerous Coalition Alliance, whatever the fuck they're calling themselves. Dominic Mysterio's performance in that match surprised me, I guess, the most. I mean, I like Dominic. Everybody knows I like Dominic, but some of the spots he's been hitting, I like that he's adopted this suicide dive tornado DDT into his moveset. And then just Sami Zayn, always the best baby face in the match. His intensity and his kind of like his resilience kind of in the match to like basically come back from all these spots. I thought the spot after spot after spot after spot kind of moves in the match where they were doing the dive and then dive and then dive and then dive, and then Penta fulfilled his role, came in, did his destroyer, did aura farmed. So I thought all that was great. And going into King of the Ring, I'm surprised that Braun Breaker didn't advance, Ibu. But then I realized that Sami Zayn kind of advancing makes sense since it's going to be since Night of Champions is going to be in Saudi Arabia. So you know.
So I think that LA Knight doing this in this match was a setup, because I could see Knight winning his four-way, going to that next round, and then maybe losing to Sami Zayn because the Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins team screw him in the second round. Because I'm looking at the other match, right? Randy Orton could win. He could. But do you see him losing clean to Sami Zayn? I do not. And I think, you know, given where that show is going to be located for Night of Champions, I think Sami Zayn will be in that match in the finals, right? And so if Sami's going to the finals, do you see him pinning Randy Orton clean? I do not. Do you see him pinning Aleister Black clean? I do not, because they try to protect Black.
Right.
Do you see him pinning Carmelo Hayes clean? I could, but that means Carmelo would have to win that first round, and I'm not sure how he does that personally. I don't see it. I'd like to see it, but I don't see it. So I think we got a BFT on Melo. LA Knight wins, goes to round 2, faces Sami Zayn. They have a pretty good match, and then ultimately one thing leads to another, and then LA Knight's going to get screwed back by those dudes, and that's how we get to what we get to. And I think LA Knight will be ending up facing Seth Rollins probably at that show at Night of Champions. So, like I said, I think on the left side of the bracket, I think Sami Zayn will take on LA Knight, and I think Sami Zayn will advance to the finals. So, like you said, Rob, I thought it was a really strong match. I also thought, you know what, the women's four-way, bit of a shaky start. I don't love multi-person matches, generally speaking, to be honest with you. But the story of that women's four-way was Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez were working together. Roxanne is trying to curry the favor of Liv Morgan. She's trying to get in the good graces of Liv Morgan because she's trying to ingratiate herself within the Judgment Day. And so she did that. She worked with Liv. They kind of did some double team stuff on Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley was the big monster that they had to keep kind of overcoming because Rhea Ripley one-on-one against any of these girls is going to kick their ass, right? And so that's the psychology of the match. Kairi Sane was the underdog that kept trying to fit in and use openings and exploit them to kind of get her moves off, her diving elbows and things like that. And so the action got pretty good, and we got to a point where it looked like Rhea Ripley was going to conclusively win. Liv Morgan tried to get her on an oblivion, and Rhea Ripley grabbed her, looked at her, and gave her an emphatic fucking riptide, right? 1, 2, you think it's over, and then Raquel Rodriguez pulls her out. And you're like, okay, what's about to happen here? Kairi Sane does the elbow drop to the outside on both ladies, gets back in the ring. Looks like she's going to do it to Liv Morgan. She does do it to Liv Morgan. You're like, holy fuck, is Kairi Sane going to pull off the upset here? And the answer is no, because Roxanne Perez comes in the ring and she rolls her up. And so Roxanne gets the surprise win. Rhea Ripley will not be advancing in the Queen of Ring tournament. It's going to be Roxanne.
Yes.
So
which was surprising to me. Because remember we talked about it on Twitter. We thought like it was going to be it was going to be Cody and Rhea, and
right. And now I'm changing my mind. I think Jade Cargill is winning this tournament, Rob.
Oh, brother. I mean, that's great.
Come on, man. What's going on? Listen, I think Jade Cargill wins this tournament. I think a SmackDown girl wins the tournament. So if a SmackDown person wins the Queen tournament, then a Raw person probably has to win the other tournament. And the Raw guy with the best chances is Sami Zayn. So this is what I think is going to happen, Rob. I think Jade Cargill wins this tournament. And I have to look at the brackets to see if it makes sense, but I'd like to think that Jade is going to face Charlotte Flair in the finals. I think that's how they do the Jade-Charlotte match. I think Jade beats Charlotte Flair, and I think Jade goes on to face Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. I don't think Jade's going to win that match, though, Rob, because you know who I think is walking out with the championship on that night? I think Naomi's walking out with the women's championship at SummerSlam. Let's go back now to the men's bracket. I think Sami Zayn is going to win, and he's going on to face a man that he has beaten before, Rob, the Ring General Gunther. I think we get Sami Zayn, we get Gunther at SummerSlam in MetLife Stadium, and I think Sami Zayn faces him. And the question is, do you do cash-ins on both title matches? That's the complicated part, because I could also see, and I will make this clear, it was not my original idea. This was Solomonster's pitch, which I'm stealing right now. Solomonster thinks, Rob, that there's a chance that Sami Zayn beats Gunther, wins the world title, the thing that he's always wanted, right? Does it the right way, only to get screwed over because Seth Rollins cashes in on him in an angle very similar to how SummerSlam 2013 ended. That was the way SummerSlam 2013 ended. Daniel Bryan, he beats John Cena. He wins the world title. The yes movement prevailed, except it doesn't because Triple H, the guest referee, pedigrees Daniel Bryan, and then out comes Randy Orton, who RKO's him and gets the win after he cashes in his Money in the Bank. I think they could do something very similar and then do the long build to next year where potentially Sami Zayn wins the Rumble in Saudi Arabia and then faces Seth Rollins or whoever it may be at WrestleMania. I think there's a very good chance we do something like that. So that's what I think is happening with the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments, guys. And I thought they were off to a good start last night. Just like last year, Rob, even though they're multi-mans, doing tournament-based wrestling on these shows makes the shows better.
No, definitely. I think the way they're doing the tournaments, I don't really like the four ways kind of format. I don't really like that. I think we're doing way too many multi-mans for these tournaments. Right. But with that being said, I do understand it gives everybody a chance to like kind of shine in these matches specifically to the tournament. And I think that they have done a good job with these tournaments, even though they've been doing way too many multi-mans with them. I think they have done a good job with the tournaments ever since they started doing them when Triple H took over. With that being said, like I do agree with that take. I do think that because at first we thought it was going to be Jey Uso that Seth Rollins was going to crush the dreams of. But I think it should be. I think for the bigger babyface effect, and I know Jey Uso might be the bigger babyface right now, But I think for the bigger heat magnet, Sami Zayn has been saying that he's wanted to be a world heavyweight champion for 2 years now, and he's been getting screwed at being the world heavyweight champion for over 2 years now. So I think that Seth Rollins, right now, I don't think the Seth Rollins in this heel character has the most heat he possibly can right now.
Mhm.
I think that he's like he does. And I'm not that guy. I'm not the kind of guy to be like, yo, heels are being too cool. Heels are being too cool. But with that being said, I think too many people like Seth Rollins in this heel role that he is in right now. And I think the best way you can get people to hate him is taking something away from the babyface that the people all love, and that's Sami Zayn. So,
I
yeah.
agree with you, Rob. I think that'd be a compelling long-term story, and I'm very interested to see how it plays out. Like I said, there's a lot of interesting things on that show, guys. We have 1,362 live viewers, which is unbelievable. The enthusiasm you guys are showing for this show is incredible. I'm seeing some of it in the live chat. I do want to caution, not to pause things or kill the fun, guys. I'm seeing a lot of people calling for AO. It's not my call. It really isn't. He wanted to make this show. He clearly could not, and so. Um, I understand the enthusiasm. I understand the we want AO hashtags and just the AOs and things like that. I want him as well. I do. But this is the last time I'm going to address this. I would love to have AO on the show. He could not make it, but I'm going to do my best with Rob to do a straightforward review of Monday Night Raw, where we cover what we thought was a great, very, very well put together and eventful episode of wrestling television, one of the best Raws of the year. And so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna play it straight and give you guys the best analysis that we possibly can. And hopefully maybe AO can come back on a different day. But moving on, Rob, I thought that there was some other interesting things on the show as well. There was a head-to-head promo on this show between two big names, and obviously what I'm talking about is a match that set up a big angle for a premium live event. Two notable names face to face, talking shit to each other. It resulted in some controversy. What I'm talking about is Nikki Bella and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan came out and she challenged some of what Nikki Bella was saying. Nikki Bella was crediting a lot of the today's generation of women's wrestlers, and she named Io Sky. She named Julia. She also named Stephanie by her pronunciation, Vacque. So she's gonna have to
Yo,
work
that
on
was
that.
crazy.
That was insane. But yeah. So Stephanie, is that a fake account I'm seeing in the chat? Anyway, so yeah. So Liv Morgan and Nikki Bella went face to face, and they were talking shit. And they mentioned Liv mentioned how you're just mad because you don't have a championship or a man, which was a pretty stiff blow. Nikki Bella does what Nikki Bella does, and she was just kind of like, yeah, well, is that your man, or is your man like with Roxanne or whatever she said. The bottom line, this concluded when Liv Morgan told her like, you're always just gonna be a reality show star and a diva, and that's when Nikki Bella came and attacked her. She lunged at her, and Liv Morgan got her with an oblivion. And I'll tell you what, Rob. I am by no means a Nikki Bella like fan, really. I don't hate her, but I'm not like a big Nikki Bella fan. But I'll tell you what, if she's going to be involved in Evolution, I don't really want her taking up a match spot with like an Io Sky or a Stephanie, personally. You know what I mean? So I think the perfect opponent for her is Liv Morgan, who is diva coded, but can go in the ring and she can cut the promo, and I think that side of the wrestling fan base could get really into that. So I actually think it works, to be honest with you. So
Yeah.
I didn't really have an issue with that segment. What did you think, Rob?
No, I didn't have an issue with it either. I mean, obviously, I don't really care for Nikki Bella in 2025, but
Right.
other people do. And I thought Liv's promo on her was really good. I thought
Yeah.
she locked in last night, and she was talking her shit, bro. She was like, hey man, I got a belt, you don't got a belt. I still wrestle, you don't wrestle. I have a man, you don't. So I thought she was really good at talking her shit. Obviously, this is kind of a lead in, I guess, to her and Raquel, maybe versus her and Brie, maybe,
Yeah.
but we'll see. I'm not really sure where they go with Evolution here, but I really like the interaction between these two women. And yes, Nikki, you have to like learn how to pronounce Stephanie Vacque's name because Vacque is crazy.
It is. Also crazy was another very, very notable promo segment on this show. The one that everybody's talking about, the one that got a lot of talk. Obviously, what I'm talking about is the Becky Lynch promo where she came out. She won the Intercontinental Championship at Money in the Bank. It was a hell of a match against Lyra Valkyria. And she came out and she basically was doing the kind of delusional Karen shtick. Lyra lifted my arm up and almost ripped my arm and this and that, and I want appreciation and blah, blah, blah. And she's yelling at the fans. And the bottom line was she wanted Lyra to come out and raise her hand properly. Lyra comes out. They're going back and forth. And ultimately, this results in the return of Bayley, who I've missed quite a bit. Bayley comes back. She looks great. She's in great shape.
Yep.
She's full of piss and vinegar, punching on Becky Lynch. I think it's safe to assume that's probably the Evolution match, and I think that should be a good one. So it's good to see that they're continuing that plot thread for WrestleMania. What did you think of this angle, Rob?
I liked this angle.
Mhm.
I didn't think this was going to lead to the return of Bayley at all. I thought Lyra and Becky were just going to shit talk each other again. And
Right.
obviously, while that would have been like cool or whatever, I think we've seen that one too many times on this show within the past month and a half alone.
Yeah.
And I like the way that they brought Bayley back. She just came in, was beating the shit out of Becky. Becky tried to powder, and of course, Lyra stopped her and threw her back in the ring so Bayley could beat her ass some more. And if this is the obviously we wanted the Evolution match to be Lyra and Becky, but if Bayley and Becky is the Evolution match, then I have no problem with that. So
Absolutely. Another big talking point on this show, Rob, was the main event. Main event, Jey Uso, Gunther, closing this show for the world title. And most of us thought that this was going to be a match with a lot of interferences, a lot of run-ins, a potential cash-in. And I think a lot of us thought Jey will not win this match, but I don't think any of us would have predicted Gunther is the guy that walks out. Instead, Rob, we got a match that went like 20 minutes, had a lot of near falls, and no interferences because Gunther beat Jey Uso clean in the middle of the ring and won the World Heavyweight Championship, which, I'm not complaining about that because I have no issue with WWE subverting their house style and not doing interferences. But it definitely was one of those moments where I couldn't buy on a single near fall. I couldn't bite any one of them because I'm just waiting for Burn It Down to hit and for these guys to run out.
yeah,
That never
basically.
came. Yeah, like they're doing Uso splashes and spears and power bombs.
When he reversed the third choke attempt by Gunther, I was like, by Jey, I was just like, wait, what? Like, what? So is nothing gonna happen here? Like, and I was waiting for us to hear something, for somebody to come out. I was waiting, but I guess not.
Absolutely. Yeah, and so it didn't happen, and Jey won, and Jey lost. And again, no complaints here. A main event match between two guys where one guy just beats the other and wins the championship.
Ebu. You thought you could use your stroke backstage, pause, to get me kicked off the show. Nigga, I am Wrestle Purist, nigga. You can't run from your daddy's misdeeds, nigga. You was doing all this Triple H, this O2 Triple H politicking and shit. Oh, I don't think we should have an IC title. I don't think we should have a tag team title. Nigga, suck my fucking dick. I'm here, nigga, and there's a lot of things to talk about, chat. There's a lot of things to talk about, chat. Look at the fucking chat. What's good, Rob?
You can say you have a lot of things you want to get off your chest.
Yes, nigga. Anyway.
I'm glad you're here because the people wanted you, and I'm all about giving the people what they want. I had nothing to do with you not being on the show and being removed, but I'm excited that you've joined us, AO, because you joined us right on time to talk about.
I was sent private messages. Are you trying to kick me off the show?
That's not true. That's not true. There's no proof of this. There's no
Monty stooged you out.
Monty, listen, I don't know what that's about. I'll talk to him. I'll have a conversation, but I want to make it very clear to the audience I'm talking to you, hand to God, audience listening. I had nothing to do with your removal. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was a clerical error or a miscommunication, but I'm glad you're here for the Raw review.
Because hand of God, huh? Hand of God, huh?
Listen,
you know who else would say hands to God? You know who else would say hands to God? Your daddy Triple H, when he said he had nothing to do with the Montreal Screwjob, he said, "Hand to God, mother."
Listen,
this.
I'm gonna ask the chat. I'm gonna ask the chat, right? Do you guys buy that I played a role in AO getting removed on the show? I'm sure the chat wouldn't believe that.
Hand to God, I swear to God, I had nothing to do with it. On my mother's life, on my mother's eyes, I had nothing to do with it, Martha. Hand to God, I swear to God.
All right, the audience. All right. I'm very disappointed in the audience's lack of belief in me, but I'll say this. I'm glad, AO, look, these are unforeseen circumstances. This is not ideal, but I'm glad you're here because, AO, we have a big thing to talk about, obviously, in the elephant in the room. R-Truth is now Ron Killings. That was a hell of a promo. He came out there. He said,
Nigga, stop fucking playing with me.
What?
We're here to talk about one thing and one thing only, nigga.
You're right. Gunther.
We're here to talk about dicks.
Huh?
Not any kind of dick, my nigga. Not any kind of dick. A dick that is soaked in blood, nigga. But not any kind of blood, nigga. Not any kind of blood. Blood, money, soaked cocks, nigga. And who is not sucking on them? Who is sucking on blood money? On blood money soaked dicks now, nigga? Who's sucking those cocks now?
So Nikki Bella and Liv Morgan are set for Evolution, and I'm looking for your thoughts on that.
Nigga, who is set for Saudi Arabia? Who's set for Saudi?
Listen, man, geopolitical affairs are not exactly.
A lot of these niggas, a lot of you niggas, your self-esteem is based off of, oh, my favorite wrestler, he's such a good guy. My favorite wrestler, he's such a good guy. I'm not like these other wrestling fans where they like bad wrestlers and that makes them bad people. My favorite wrestler is so morally upstanding. My favorite wrestler would never do anything bad. My favorite wrestler says something and he stands on it. Fucking 25 years of your man being a hypocrite now. And you can't run from this one. Niggas will be like, well, this, that, and the third, and he was just forced into doing it, or oh, he's so beast. Well, he was wrong, but wasn't it beast? What's beast for fucking twerking for the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, nigga?
And guess what we got now?
And mind you, I want to make this known. A lot of people feel a lot of ways about these Saudi shows. I don't blame any talent who goes there and does their job and entertains these fans, bro. Bro, Saudi Arabian people, they're great people, bro. They just want to watch wrestling. The wrestlers, they didn't sign up to be geopolitical analysts who are the morally right. But one person did. One person used his quote-unquote opinions on Saudi Arabia to shit on another man who was minding his own business. Why did he do that? Did he do it because he actually feels this way? Or did he do it because issues like this to shit on people that he doesn't like? CM Punk, why did you spend 20 years calling AJ Styles a racist? Why? And now everything's all good because you wrestled on a random Monday night. Did you care about AJ Styles' quote-unquote alleged racism that you didn't like him over? Or did you have a personal issue and you knew you could use that to pick against him? Like you're doing with the Miz and Cody.
What was they saying about my nigga?
You let me know.
What was he saying about my nigga, AO? What did he
say about so did AJ become a different man at 53 years old? Or did you just never care about this alleged racism? You let me know, because you spent 20 years telling us, the fans, that he was racist.
Niggas can't change.
Who changed? So you saying that AJ was racist?
I don't know. I don't know AJ. I don't know AJ.
And he called, thank you, bro. He called him a homophobe too. You don't care about that no more, bro?
He did.
You don't care about it anymore? Just like you don't care about Saudi anymore now, huh?
Ayo, what did you think of Gunther beating Jey Uso with a sleeper hold in the main event of Monday Night Raw, winning the World Heavyweight Championship clean ahead of SummerSlam? What did you make of that?
What do you think about a man who continues to call himself punk rock into his 50s, being the most establishment office-pilled motherfucker in the entire business?
Well, sometimes to change the world, you got to do it from the inside, Ayo. Sometimes you gotta be the establishment to create tangible change in the world.
Niggas in the chat crying, hey yo, you're not perfect either. My nigga, you let me know when I get on a fucking pedestal and I run around Twitter preaching down on people for their behavior and what they're doing and what they're not doing. And when I say I'm better than these people oh my God, I'm just so enlightened. I'm just so awoken, bro. I'm a better person than you. I'm a better man than you because these are my beliefs. You let me know when I do that, my nigga.
Hey man, I tell y'all, I'm a piece of shit, so I don't give a fuck. I tell you,
Yeah,
I'm a bad person.
You're an objectively bad person, Rob. So like you don't give a fuck. And
1,600 people in this motherfucker, and I'm still popping my shit, nigga. What is punk rock? What is punk rock about going to Saudi, bro? You let me know, Ebu.
Listen, maybe he just wants to make the children of Saudi Arabia happy and experience the joy of the best in the world.
Oh, but when Miz wanted to do that, he was sucking dick, right?
Well,
No, my words.
My words.
He was sucking blood money covered dick. By the way, when he wanted to do it.
I don't know if Miz wrestling in front of other ethnic audiences is spreading joy. I think that's actual terrorism. So, look, I'll say this. I'll actually say it, to be semi-sincere for 1 second. To be semi-sincere for 1 second. You guys can have your victory lap. I understand that, and I'm really in no position to play defense for the person. So, I'll say this.
Who main evented a WrestleMania first, Cade? Who main evented a WrestleMania first, Cade?
Are we really shooting for the Miz right now? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
The Miz beat John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania.
What a fucking concussion.
That match was awful.
I never even seen it, but
it was terrible.
But he didn't lay down for Seth Freaking and night one of a buy one get one free extravaganza. Not my words.
Shit.
Didn't Seth pin Roman? I'm pretty sure he pinned Roman.
Hold on.
Everybody was laying down, nigga.
Hold on, we got another guest, y'all. We got
Someone
another guest.
got something to say.
Oh shit.
It's peace, nigga.
Oh, fuck.
Catch that bitch, big bro.
Yo, you sound crazy. You sound crazy, Chriso.
Yo, Rob, Chris sounds like he's talking through a tube. Listen, my word of advice to most pro wrestlers is this. Obviously nobody's perfect, and this is an industry where people constantly will say things that they'll contradict themselves with later. And I'm not saying you just shouldn't virtue signal ever, because obviously if you believe in something, you should speak on it. But when you make strong statements,
whoa! Emphasis on the believing it part.
Mm-hmm.
And not just trying to get one over on someone because you're like, yeah, Twitter will take my side if I call AJ a racist homophobe. Yeah, Twitter will take my side if I say Miz is sucking blood money covered dick. You don't care about any of this.
Yeah. Twitter will take my side if I say AJ doesn't care about Black Lives Matter.
Can you let Ebu finish a thought? No, Arkham, cry, nigga.
Arkham's right. I think we should listen to Arkham. The point I'm getting at is, look, obviously when you make strong statements, strong social statements, strong political statements, people are going to hold you to these things, because when you make them, you're going to galvanize groups of people. And so when you do that, you probably should stick to those things. Otherwise, you're opening yourself up to extreme scrutiny. And so, CM Punk is my favorite wrestler of all time, right? And again, one thing I'm not going to do is embarrass myself by trying to defend this. I saw some Punk fans trying to do that. It's really like pointless. Like he said what he said, and now he's doing what he's doing, and it is what it is. But you are opening yourself to scrutiny, and that's just going to have to come. People are saying people are gonna take victory laps and stuff about it, and it's going to be 24 hours of shit kicking, and that's just going to be what it's going to be. I think Punk probably doesn't care, because in his mind he feels that he contributes to society and he helps people. And
you say you think Punk doesn't care about this.
No,
put it on Allah right now.
No, my point is, I think in his mind, the rationalization is ultimately, I'm a net positive to the world with what I do to help people. I think that's what he believes. And I mean, look, he was helping people.
Get this bitch ass nigga off my fucking stage. Anyway, nigga, we're here to talk about the second Saudi saint, nigga. The second Saudi saint. CM Ryder. Yeah, nigga.
Yo, Chriso, can you remind me where Night of Champions is again, Chriso? I can't.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Oh man. Oh, I think you know what? I'm a visual learner, so I think I gotta put it up on the. Oh yeah, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Oh shit. Oh man.
Hey, Ibu, I have a question for you, Ibu. I got a question for you.
Okay.
You know the funniest part about all this?
What's the funniest part about all this?
Punk couldn't even pretend to hold on to his fake morals until Saudi Mania. That's coming in like what, 2028? Probably, maybe 2027. He couldn't even wait to hold on to his fake morals till Saudi Mania, bro. He gave it up on a 2-week build to Night of Champions, a pay-per-view that didn't even exist his first run. Night of Champions.
No, it did.
It was called
Nigga, who gives a fuck? Who watches WWE? Anyway, nigga, 2-week build, and the funniest part, nigga, he's laying the fuck down to John Cena. You just want to know why he said it himself. He said it himself. This isn't CM Punk's company. Nobody's watching this shit because of me. Niggas seen the Raw ratings last week. Oh my god. Niggas was watching shit because of Cody Rhodes.
What was the Raw rating last week?
So you know what? You know what, Punk? You and this cute little 2-week build that you're gonna do to go against all your alleged morals, right? I hope you enjoy it. It's gonna come with Attitude Adjustment 1. It's gonna come with Attitude Adjustment 2. It might come with Fiend, bitch ass nigga. It might come Fiend. Fucking Travis Scott just fucking whipping his dreads all over, my nigga. Travis Scott might give that bitch ass nigga a 630 splash. Might hit him with a spiral tap, nigga. The fuck is we talking about?
CM Punk is gonna go to Saudi Arabia. He's gonna go to the middle of that ring. He's gonna bend over and he's gonna spread him, nigga. He's gonna spread him.
I don't know about all that, Rob, but what I'll say is this. I think that they're gonna have a match that will be.
Oh, bro, wait, hold on. Happy Pride Month to my nigga Rob. They're gonna try to cancel you over that. Rob is queer. Leave him alone. Anyway,
Rob is legitimately gay. Nevertheless, I'll say this.
It's crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Stop
misexualizing my nigga Rob. He is pansexual.
Correct.
You piece of shit. You stupid piece of shit. Yo, cancel Ebu in the chat.
Chat, can y'all remind me what Ebu tweeted about Trick Williams again? My fault.
Twice.
Rob, I'm trying to help you because we're in front of 1,600 people, many of which probably never seen us, and they're gonna make assumptions on you. I'm trying to save you, and this nigga switching this shit on me. Anyways, all I wanted to say is, this is not an ideal location for this match, John Cena and CM Punk. Punk hilariously coming out of all this. This is obviously the biggest talking point coming out of Raw. And the funniest part is Punk dragged a good segment out of 2025 John Cena when many people could not do that.
You're on his dick.
That wasn't the big talking point coming out of the show. It's the fact that Punk is doing Night of Champions, which is obviously like a big deal in the big story.
You're on his dick.
I'll say this about the match. Could this be good? The flashes of this that we saw at Elimination Chamber were good. Can the whole match be good? We'll see. But the best case scenario is they have a good match. And then the little children of Saudi Arabia are
hold on. Good match. CM Punk.
He is an
Wait, hold on. Anyway, now that bitch ass is gone, we can laugh in peace.
Yo, can we play the Bad Boys version?
Anyway, my fault. We had to get that out of the system. Go ahead, Ebu.
Yeah, so Night of Champions, CM Punk, John Cena. I don't know if it's a given that Punk's going to lose this match. Is he the setup guy for Cody Rhodes? Perhaps, probably. That seems likely.
I'm so sure, bro. I'm so sure.
maybe we delay the thing. Maybe we delay the rematch between Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Who knows?
We don't lay down for niggas that can't draw more than us. I'm sorry. That's not.
CM Punk is a bigger draw than John Cena.
That's not true.
In what metric? How many movies CM Punk got in theaters, Ebu?
You got the girl on the third floor.
Nigga, straight to Tubi, nigga. Next.
I don't know. Let's get through some super chats. We have a 1,600 audience.
All right then.
I think y'all got like 50 super chats.
Guys, we have 1,600 people here, which is the biggest live audience in the history of Wrestle Purist, like by a country mile. Very, very
we hit 1K before a couple of times.
Really? Okay. Well, this is a gigantic audience, and I'm so appreciative of the people supporting.
Oh, you know what it is? Ebu probably wasn't there because he's a fucking anti-draw.
All that
Nevertheless,
nigga biggest of bros.
nevertheless, I want to stress to any new viewer that
Yes,
Wrestle
yes,
Purist
yes.
is not a monolith. We are all individuals with our opinions. AO had the right to express his, which he very much did so passionately, and I will continue to do with mine, and Chris will do with his, and Rob will do with his. And so that's the beauty of this podcast in particular, is that we just kind of come in here, congregate, express our opinions, and there's no love lost. Sorry, there's no ill will coming out of the show. And so I hope the audience can recognize this. Any new viewer, I know our regular audience is aware of this, but any new viewer seeing this, I hope they understand that. Again, this is a show where we can just give our opinions on this platform and keep it pushing. And we'll continue to do that. And I want to hear your guys' opinion. So, Rob, fire up these super chats. Folks, if you've never done it, you send us some money, you give a take, an opinion. You could even ask a question, and we'll address it. So let's hear from the people, man. Let's hear from the people on what's the biggest Raw reviews to this point so far.
All right. My head is in the oven. £4.99. Big AO, how would you book Punk's entrance, match, and live promo thanking the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia at WWE TKO PLE, the Night of Champions?
Well, I think you have to fly in Busta Rhymes and DJ Khaled and Ron Browse for this one. We're coming out to
What
A-Rad
about-
money. I think that the king of Saudi Arabia, his name escapes me at this moment, should be in the middle of the ring, barefoot, mind you, and there should be a bowl of water by his feet and a towel. And I think CM Punk should wash his feet in front of all WWE fans. Just wash his fucking feet. That's what you're doing anyway, my nigga. Just get him, bro. Just wash his feet, bow down to him, maybe
Wash
give him a
him,
little
nigga.
kiss, give him a little peck
Wash
on the
him,
feet,
nigga.
bro. Give him a little peck
Wash
on the
him.
feet, my nigga, and then just thank him profusely for allowing him to buy more properties so he can continue to be a landlord. Yeah, I never heard of a punk rock landlord before, by the way. Have you, Ibu? I'm just asking. Aside from CM Punk.
Niggas can't make money.
So you've never heard of a punk rock landlord. All right. So yeah, just watch him up real good. I don't think he really needs to say anything. He comes out to attitude adjustment 1, attitude adjustment 2. Travis Scott comes out, gets a lot of offense in on Punk. They're just bludgeoning him. Yo, what was that Noah match? It was Suzuki and
I know who you're talking about. Fuck.
it was Suzuki. It was a Marufuji.
Yeah.
It was Suzuki Marufuji versus not Takayama, Akiyama, Jun Akiyama,
and his young boy.
And his young boy.
What's his name, Ibu? I know you know his name, Ibu.
Yo, what's his name, Ibu?
I'm gonna find out right now. I forgot. What's my man's name?
Well, the point is, right?
Yes.
The match was like 20 minutes long.
Makoto Hashi.
Yeah, Makoto Hashi, the headbutt king. The match was like 20 minutes long. And they spent that 20 minutes beating the fuck out of Makoto Hashi, bro. And then guess what happened at the end? They just beat him. They just won. They won. They had him hogtied, and I feel like that's what John Cena and Travis Scott should do to CM Punk in Saudi Arabia.
Taking five
I am
AAs,
looking
nigga.
forward to watching CM Punk and John Cena do the dance one last time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, no one asked. Next super chat. Even would you like to read the super chat? Would you like to read the super chat?
No.
All right, we have a super chat from Saudi Phil, $5.
Go ahead.
We getting A-Rad money. We getting A-Rad money. Hey, good for you, Phil, man. Good for you.
That's a Diddy.
Oh my god. Commonwealth Cowboy, $5 super chat. Punk saying winning the title wasn't one of his goals after he competed in 2 Royal Rumbles, an Elimination Chamber, and the Money in the Bank qualifiers was hilarious.
Thoughts?
Yeah, that's your man, people.
Listen,
Rob, take over reading the super chats. Please.
Sway $1.99. Hashtag we want Jay. Hashtag Yeet Mania. 4 letters, 1 word.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You know what? A lot of WWE fans are celebrating Jey Uso losing the championship, and obviously, I'm happy Gunther is getting the belt back to do it right this time. But I gotta be honest, I didn't think Jey was right. I didn't think Jey was a bad champion. I thought Jey Uso was beloved by the fans. You know, he did the entrance and all that stuff. That's all known. That he's like, the entrance and the yeet and all that. But what I legitimately liked on the show was that they finally made all the main eventers care about his belt. When Gunther was a champion, for whatever reason, Sami Zayn and all these people. I mean, Sami went after, but like a lot.
Wait, hold on. I got a question, Ibu.
Yes.
Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, they had a really big, really long, really expansive main event level feud, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Why didn't the winner of that feud end up wrestling Gunther? This just seems like the natural progression of wrestling. Is there?
Well, you know,
Why didn't he wrestle him, Ibu?
Well, wrestling moves a mile a minute, and sometimes things happen, and sometimes things are planned and just don't come to be. But you know, you can always get back to those things.
It's just weird.
Wait, what the fuck?
What's weird? Anyways, the point I'm making is when Jey Uso was the champion, Rob, now Seth Rollins cared about the belt, and Gunther cared about the belt, and this guy and that guy, and everybody. It was the center of attention on the show, which it should be. It's the title. When Gunther was a champion, at some point it felt like he was on an island, and that was like awful booking. So my point is, I liked how the title was used when Jey had the belt, and I hope that continues with Gunther, because the biggest problem with his reign was that he was too focused on people like Damian Priest and the Judgment Day, when he should worry about CM Punk and Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins and so on and so forth. So
why wasn't he worried about CM Punk though? I don't get it. Like, no.
Oh, you know, like I said, you know, wrestling moves a mile a minute, and things happen, and things happen.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was kind of like sad that he lost, but like at the same time, nigga, Uso's back. Nigga, I'm chilling. We coming back, baby. Down since.
I do think that I'm reading the chat. Jesus Christ, y'all are hilarious. I do think that tag team wrestling is Jey Uso's natural role. And so I welcome a return of the Usos, because the Raw tag division is garbage. It is hot.
Oh my God, yo, that's what I tweeted last night, son. I say, yo, the Raw tag division needs a savior.
Absolutely.
Like, badly.
You think it's the Usos?
Well, I think they could help with the star power, because nobody cares about these teams. The problem with the teams isn't that they're bad wrestling teams. The Creeds aren't bad wrestlers. The War Machine isn't bad wrestlers. But no one cares.
That's not their name.
The War Raiders, I'm sorry.
No, that's not their name either.
That's not their name.
Yes, it is.
Their name.
What's your name, nigga?
It's the Viking Experience.
The Boogaloo Experience?
What's the next super chat, Rob?
Natalie H, 2 pounds. Where's the match, Ibu? What country, Ibu?
Where is the match, Ibu?
Okay, so the match is Nikki and Liv, and that'll be at Evolution.
No. We're talking about the second Saudi Saint. Where's his match?
Oh, you're talking about Gunther versus the King of the Ring winner. That'll be in MetLife.
Second Saudi. What?
It'll be Gunther versus the King of the Ring winner, and that'll be in New Jersey in MetLife Stadium.
So, you know what I would do to you? Like if I saw you in person?
Oh no, Ibu, I think you need some help. There you go. Right there. CM Punk, John Cena.
There you go.
Riyadh,
Sorry.
Saudi Arabia.
This was a misunderstanding. I'm sorry. It was Night of Champions, CM Punk, and John Cena. That's
Are the Saudi shows always in the same city in Saudi Arabia?
So no, sometimes they're in Jeddah, sometimes they're in Riyadh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question for you, Ibu. In your estimate, because you don't know, how much money do you think CM Punk is getting from this match with John Cena in Saudi Arabia?
It'll be his biggest paycheck of the year.
Of the year. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what it takes to get his morals out of the money, right?
Damn. Wait, not even his biggest paycheck ever? Damn.
Hey, NFC is a super chat, Rob. I think you should read it.
So did AJ Styles just like pay Punk for him to just stop being like a multifaceted bigot in his eyes, or like?
I think what happened there was just bygones became bygones there, and I think they probably just reached a point of personal understanding now that they're coworkers.
So, yo, Ibu, in your personal life, how often would you say that like you just let bygones become bygones with people who you were just like, this motherfucker is racist and homophobic? Like, is that something that you just like do every day? Like, is that your shit?
That's your bag, bro.
No, but that's not a question.
I mean, that's only if you truly believe that, because you wouldn't just say that about somebody and not believe it because you just don't like them, right? That's not something somebody would do to another person, right?
Oh man, like
that's a terrible thing to do.
Because that would be fucked up.
I'm not in the situation, and I'm not Phil Brooks, so I don't know why I'm being the one. I'm being the guy having to answer.
Sure.
No, but you are CM Punk. You are CM Punk.
that was the dumbest meme. But no, in all seriousness, It's not a question for me to answer because I'm not the person that fucking did it. So it's not a question for me.
Hangman
All right.
FC. Wait. Hangman FC. 5 pounds. Ibu, when CM Punk went to Raw, did he ask Miz for advice on how to suck a blood and money soaked? Question mark?
I have no idea.
I mean, okay. Epic Department 19, $4.99. As a fan of the Raw review, I think it is a good thing that boss calls were made in order to uphold the integrity of this show. Appreciate you, Big Boo. What the hell?
No problem.
Epic Department, how do I tell you that I don't have a fucking boss, bro?
Epic Department, I appreciate you, even though I did not make any boss calls. There was legitimate misunderstanding that led to AO not making the beginning of the show, but thankfully he's here. A thing that I totally wanted.
Well, actually, you sent out a company-wide email. I'll just read it out right here if you don't mind.
No.
You sent out a company-wide email saying, "Do not give AO the link, please. I'm begging. I can't take it. My ankle still hurt, so please do not give him the link." That's.
Also, I'm pretty sure this wasn't me or AO that said this in the comments. Could you explain? Since WrestlePeer said Ibu told me he gave AO a suspension.
Yeah, it's all a misunderstanding. Chris read an email that I sent as a joke. Like that wasn't meant to be serious.
Oh,
rib. It was a rib.
Well, actually, at the end of this, it says, "P.S. This is not a joke. This is very serious. Do not send him the link, please."
Look,
with
man,
3 crying
that's
emojis.
That's part of the humor, though, Chris. Like it's meant to be funny, like haha, like I'm kidding, I was totally joking. Like I'm joking.
Piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Black Yakuza 94, $5. Merry Christmas to Dub FC. The gift is CM Punk being a hypocrite and losing a world title match in Saudi Arabia and Hangman beating Mox for the title. Son, the biggest thing they could do right now is Hangman winning that fucking belt, bro. He has to. And I'm not even talking about because of this shit. He has to in general. But now he has to.
He has to, bro. Tony Khan can't let another opportunity.
He don't got the guts.
Just, like, even if he wanted to, bro. He's not built like that. Hangman's winning.
Yo, I'm just letting niggas know now. I dare him to let Mox win.
Hangman is fucking winning, bro.
I think it's coming with Bulldog Choke.
Because you already did this once.
No, Evil doesn't actually think that, bro. He's just trying to troll because niggas trolled him all podcasts. He doesn't actually he's so mad. He's trying to like upset the chat and shit. Like, no, Evil does not think that Mox is fucking winning.
I can report, folks, that the current plan.
I'm crying.
I'm bugging with y'all. No, Hangman's probably going over, but it would be funny if he didn't. And even though
how would that be funny, bro?
Yo, change your ad. Change your ad.
Change your ad. Change that shit to back up home.
Change your ad, bro. Change your ad.
I like Hangman Page. I like Hangman Page.
Yo, he can't do this again, bro. They were already on Swerve's dick for a week, and then he made him lose. He can't do the same thing to Hangman. Like that. Come on. Ray Penber 199. What type of money we getting? We getting
bad boys money.
Bad boy money is insane.
Bad boy money is crazy.
That's nuts. David Camp, €4.99. Amongst the jokes, just a moment to acknowledge that the Saudi human rights record is horrific. Sports washing is bad, and corporations are immoral. All these things are absolutely correct, David. And thank you for the super chat.
It is.
Could you? Yeah.
I just want to say I'm not morally above anybody, but I don't act like I am like some people.
No, I'm morally above a lot of y'all.
Who are some people, Chris?
So. Some like Ibu. What's your favorite wrestler? What's his name?
Terry Funk.
No. Well, never mind.
I bet
that's a conversation. That's a conversation about Terry Funk for another day.
Did
they really fucking put you on to Terry Funk, nigga?
No, you didn't. Exactly. No, you fucking didn't.
Yeah, we did.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I was watching Terry before you were born, Chris. Literally before you were born.
You don't know when I was born.
You don't know when he was born.
Yes, I fucking do.
Y'all could have been born in the same year. You don't know when he was born.
That's certainly not true.
Jan Theodore, excuse me. $2 Canadian. Phil sold out ages ago. This is him suing Napster. Son, he sold out when he came back. Son, the main reasons he listed for leaving, he was like they firing people. It was like they bringing old people into main events over the younger guys and so on and so forth. And in 2023, they were still doing the same shit. In 2024, they were still doing the same shit. So he sold out ages ago. This is not nothing new. But this right here, this right
Talking
here,
shit, Rob.
this right here, this is crazy. I told niggas, bro, he been sold out. This nigga, they were still cutting people by the math. Bro, they've cut mad people since he came back. Did he leave?
Talk
Did he
nasty
walk
to him,
out the
Bob.
door?
Talk nasty to him.
Did he leave when they cut one of his close friends, Cora Jade?
Why would he leave? Because
Did he
somebody was released.
Did he walk out?
What
Did
are
he
you even
walk out?
talking about?
But I thought
But-
he was all about workers' rights.
You know
He was all
something. You
about
know
workers'
something
rights.
that is interesting though, Evil.
What's that?
I remember very vividly. CM Punk was at some kind of event. I think Jade Cargill was there. This was back when they were both in AEW. He was asked specifically, "Hey man, now that Vince McMahon is gone, how do you think the culture is going to change in WWE?" And you know what he said, Ibu?
What did he say, Al?
He said it's not going to fucking change even a little. He said you don't just move one guy and everything changes. He said it starts at the snake and goes all the way down. He said everyone under Vince was morally corrupt and would be doing the same exact shit that Vince was doing. This is what he said, bro. He said this publicly. He said this to a reporter.
Did CM Punk walk out
Is
the
this
door?
just another thing he changed his mind on, bro? This is just another thing he had an epiphany about.
Well,
Now Hunty's my best friend. Now I have a match and I go back to Gorilla and I give Hunter a big bear hug. I'm sorry, Hunter.
Well, to answer your
Wait, did he walk out the door when
Are you
in the
asking
Vince
a
McMahon
question or are you
documentary
just-
a year later?
We're not asking a question. Get out
we're
of
not
here,
asking
nigga.
questions, nigga. Did he walk out a year later when Bruce Pritchard was on video defending Vince McMahon right before Royal Rumble 2024? He was defending Vince McMahon after the allegations. Did he walk out the door then? I'm just making sure. I'm just asking if people
Bruce
are morally
Pritchard.
consistent.
Bruce Pritchard, right before the Royal Rumble 2024, defended Vince
On
McMahon.
video,
And then
being like,
WrestleMania 2025, the top babyface of the company said, "Bruce, we couldn't have done it without you. Come out to the ring during the show."
on video saying y'all don't know Vince McMahon like I know Vince McMahon, right? I don't know. That's just me. I like to ask questions. I don't know. Maybe.
All
I'm
right, we have a
curious.
million super chats. We gotta speed through these.
Yes, you guys are dragging it. What I was trying to say.
Oh shit!
John Dick.
No,
John
we
Dick.
did not ask. We did not ask what this nigga was trying to say. I cannot get through you.
And guess what? You can drag it backstage. Anyway.
We did not ask what this nigga was trying to say, bro. We on to the next super chat.
Matthew
We are
Ham,
very much on to the next super chat. Matthew Ham, $2 super chat. Know who the mystery person for King of the Ring is? Ibu, do you know who the mystery person for King of the Ring is?
I don't know, but I presume it's Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah, Ibu, why do you sound so like what, bro? Why you like, come on, bro? We over here having a party.
Matthew Ham, $2. Any update on Ilya?
Yeah, I don't have any. I asked if he was appearing in the if he was spotted in the Performance Center, and I wasn't able to get an answer on that. But he did want to try to make the Rumble, and that was obviously ill-advised and premature. It's now been about 9 months since his ACL tear, and typically an ACL tear, it's about 9 to 12 months for recovery. It depends on how hard you hit the rehab, and this would be the borderline time where if you're really pushing it, you could make a comeback. So. It is plausible that he's the mystery person.
Yeah, and we know that fucking moron's in the gym doing pull-ups with a treadmill on his back, so we know he's trying to come back.
Yeah, Ilya is insane, but maybe it also could just not be him though.
Yo, Ibu, do you think CM Gart will ever face Ilya? You got some match you'd like?
Do you think who will face who?
CM Gart in facing Ilya Dragunov.
Do I think that ever happens? I mean, maybe.
But CM Punk doesn't like chops. Jaw Flakes $1.99. Ebu got Rock Nation to handle AO. Hashtag we want AO. Well, y'all got him, man. He's
How do I
here.
tell you that me and Hov are on the same team? It's The Rock, you fucking bastards.
Thank you, John Flakes.
Maladude, $5. Loved Truth's promo last night, but the now it's time to see the real me promos usually never end well or have a follow up. Hope I'm wrong.
I disagree. I think Natalie Neidhart's this is the real me promo. I think they've done a lot of good things with it. Her turning into the Loki legend, Natty, and that being the real her. They've been knocking that out the park. So I don't know. Yeah, like this should be good too, right? I saw her on she was on Tubi. Like she's a legend, but she's low key.
Doesn't make sense.
No, but no, you wouldn't get it, bro.
Oh my bad.
Shout out to Natty Neidhart, a friend.
She better than Brett, so I'll let it slide.
Shout out to Natty Neidhart, a friend of the channel, and we support the low key legend. To answer you, Mallet, dude, here's the thing about our truth. The thing is, Ron Killings actually legitimately is the real him. You know, so
yeah, that's his name.
Right. I'm my opinion going into the show was we'll see how this promo goes. Depending on how this promo goes, it'll determine whether I care or not about this R-Truth thing going forward. And I'll tell you what, he won me over on one promo because it was the real Ron Killings. And I've always been somebody that liked Ron Killings. I loved Ron Killings as a promo. I grew to resent what the R-Truth character became in the last decade. And I spoke extensively about it last week and how I felt that it was just a vehicle for Vince McMahon's amusement. And that never really sat well with me.
Yo, do you think that's like his actual like style of humor?
No.
So you don't think that's how he's like fucking around with the boys?
That's not what MVP said.
I mean, there's probably a performative aspect to just making a group of niggas laugh backstage, but I don't think it's the way it's quite what he was doing on TV when he's talking to himself and having a fucking invisible partner, you know, friend and little Jimmy and shit like that, you know. And so again, for me, it's like I always resented, to be honest with you, and I always felt like the people that laughed at some of the R-Truth stuff were like baby brained, in my opinion. Like truthfully, I thought that like a lot of people that were sad that R-Truth was gone, they're just mad that their little nigga was like that was on TV being an idiot was gone. That's how I felt, truthfully.
You know? That's not what MVP said.
And he came back on TV, and I did think about this. I said, man, is the law gonna be different now that he's not doing the funny shit? You know, when he said on TV, yo, I'm not here to joke around. I don't know. I felt like in the building, some people were like, "Oh, you're not back to be like our little fucking, you know, clown."
you're not our little jigga dancer, damn, bro.
Right. And so, for me,
jigga dancer.
for me, this is exciting and actually interesting. So I'm curious where it goes, but I support it. If he came
would
back,
you ever win the world title?
No, I wouldn't. But that was a great promo, and I was very happy with it. And had he come back and just been R-Truth like the fucking idiot, I would have been like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about this. Good for this brother for getting his money.
What the fuck? No more Jiggy for R-Truth. He said, "Oh man,
nah, no more Jiggy for R-Truth."
Yeah, man, we not skipping and jumping no more.
Hell of a promo. No more skipping and jumping.
So wait, I didn't watch it, but I saw a pic of his hairline. Like he cut off his dreads, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he cut off. Yeah, he cut off the braids.
He cut off his dreads. He said, "I'm not a clown. I'm not a joke. I'm not a comedy cat thingy. I'm not a gimmick. My name is Ron Killings." And he was like, and he was like, "The truth will set you free, and put respect on my name, and all that type of shit."
Well, first of all, he
gonna
need
go
to cut
back to his. You think like they'll let him cut like his TNA, MLK, Malcolm X style promos?
He kind of was in that type of tone yesterday, and he also
but he wasn't on no like, yo, they was doing this because I'm black, I'm not shucking for these. He was like on some like, I didn't watch promo, so I can't tell you. But I'm guessing he wasn't saying stuff like that.
No, he didn't say that shit.
Not overtly, no, but he did say like, "Yo, I'm not like a clown. I'm not a jester. I'm not a gimmick." He did also tell the audience, he was like, "Yo, don't ever let these people tell you that your voice does not matter." He made it very clear, "You niggas got me my job back." Like it absolutely was you guys, which was cool. And I'm glad,
guys, get crunk is another Jigga dance theme, bro.
Get crunk is also a jig song, bro. Come on,
he was jigging, he was running around jigging with Eve Torres to that song, bro. That's another jig song.
Stop for y'all to get crunk.
he was just doing get crunk to it, bro. Like it's not. Come on.
I don't know, man. I feel like after you do like the R-Truth gimmick for so long, like it's hard to take you seriously. And I guess I believe that he's like sick of the fucking jokes or stuff, but like I don't know.
Well, Chris, that's why you have to kill it. And had he just been, it's me, our truth, but now I'm serious. I think he had to literally burn it in fire and be like that. That's just like I
Yeah,
think
but
that,
what's gonna make him like? Yeah, I'm fucking serious. Like I do this shit. Like he's not gonna win the world title. I doubt he wins any title at all. Like, is he gonna beat John Cena in a non-title match?
I think
What is he gonna do?
well, what's allowed people to go along with the gear switch is just his demeanor and his change in tone because it's so sharply distinct and different from what he had been doing for years. To me, I'm like, this is just TNA Ron Killings, but I saw a lot of WWE fans like, wow, he looks so different. Like he came like a totally different human being, and that's because Ron Killings is very different than R-Truth. He came out there serious, like dead fuck serious as a heart attack, cut them dreads, and was like, yo, like nigga, I'm like, blah blah blah. Now, to your point, Chris, you're saying like, what's going to give him the credibility, you know? And the question is, do you give him a world title? I wouldn't, but I mean, would I give him a heat up winner to a win or not? And oh boy, I was gonna say, listen,
Are you good?
Yeah. I was just gonna say, look, I think, would I give him some heat up wins? Yes, I would. Would I fucking? Like I said, would I give him the title? No. Sorry, I got distracted. I got a bunch of messages at the same time. Sorry.
Crystal dropped. Anyway, we're gonna speed through these. Isaac $5 super chat. Thank you for restoring decency and integrity to our wonderful reviews. Oh, brother, look at this dick rider. Can't wait to chat. It will crash 30 minutes. Anything else? Oh wait, no, I'm trying man's, bro. He's being sarcastic. Y'all don't skip my chat this week. Y'all be skipping his chats too, bro. It's fucked up. Y'all, Evo, anything good happened on Raw last night, bro?
Yeah, Gunther's your new world heavyweight champion.
That leads into this super chat. Robert Collar, $2 super chat. 4 letters, 1 word. Gunt.
Shout out to Gunther, man. Hopefully this second run is better than the first one.
It won't be.
It's Luger, $4.99. You knew this finna happen, didn't you? And you didn't warn us. No brace for impact. I got you spotted, bro. That is foul. He's talking to you, Ibu.
No comment.
Ibu, when? How early did you know that this was not that this was happening, but this was a possibility?
No comment.
Hey. Maladou, $2. Roxanne continues to be great. Hope she wins it all.
I'm a Roxanne fan, and she's doing a really good job on the main roster to this point. Shout out to Roxanne.
Shout out to Roxy.
Just Will, $4.99. Punk FC were cooked. It's so over. But at least AJ versus Chad was a solid match. And Yeet Man was captured and compromised to a permanent end. Hashtag let EO wrestle.
You'll live, Will. Every wrestler is contradictory and hypocritical. You'll live.
A lot of my favorite wrestlers are not. So I don't know what you're talking about. And yes, why is EO Skyver not wrestling? That makes no sense to me. Sapito, $4.99. Punk was my favorite in the 2010s for being a quote-unquote punk. The loss of that for me has made me lose interest, and his words don't hit for me like they used to. Yeah, the same thing for me, bro. Same thing for me.
Thank you for the super chat, Sapito.
Yo, you don't have to stop liking him just because he's not a punk anymore, bro. Like, he's a landlord now. You could hit him up, ask to rent one of his properties, and he could just lord over your land like he's just in a higher caste than you, because that's it's definitely punk rock, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's in the definition, right?
Absolutely appreciate the feedback.
DB the Sage. DB the Sage, $9.99. EO has like a total of 5 minutes of screen time within the last month. You'd think there's a women's world title with the way the division is booked on Raw. What's going on?
It's very strange. Like when coming out of Mania, she was all over the show because they were trying to figure out who they were keeping and who they were firing. And so they went with a skeleton crew for the Monday TVs, and she was all over it as like the top babyface. And now that they've kind of figured out what they're doing for the summer, now she's like a fucking pre-tape merchant. So I hope.
Yo, it's kind of, as a nigga. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I hope it ends soon. I do know that she's scheduled to do a tag on an upcoming TV, but the de-emphasis of her on TV post-release is just disappointing for sure.
Yo, isn't it not crazy that she was fucking white hot and looking like the most over person in the company to a nigga who doesn't even watch WWE? I'm like, yo, Yo's like out of here now. Like, she's stupid over. And then now she don't wrestle, and now she don't be on TV, bro. That's not crazy.
It's insane. And like I said, it's like you're cooling her off for what, you know? So Yeah, unnecessary. She'll get back on TV in a match like very, very imminently, but I don't understand why they went a month where she was just doing backstage stuff and angles. People like watching her wrestle. She's excellent. So
Not Josh Chaffee, 499. The theory Solid Monster made after Raw might be the perfect direction. SummerSlam / Mania. Hashtag free AO. Hashtag trapezoids.
yeah, I agree, Josh. I shouted out Salamonster earlier because I actually think it's very plausible.
Yeah, no, yeah. If y'all didn't hear, it was Sammy might win at SummerSlam, and then Rollins might fuck him over to lead to him winning the Rumble in Saudi. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens.
Hey,
Berkey, 199. What we were saying?
no, I was just, Ayo, Shotzi just went on Ariel Helwani and she said she'd like to go to AEW. Her quote So they asked Shotzi Blackheart why AEW would be her top choice if she returned full time to wrestling, and she said, AEW for so many reasons. I love their freedom. I heard many stories about how Tony treats talent. I do love that he cares for his talent. That is super important to me. And hot girls get to make out with each other, so like that's cool.
Thoughts?
I think it's look, man. It's important to have dreams in this life. Right. Without dreams, what are we? We're just robots, monotonously like making it through our day every day. It's gotta be something you gotta strive for, bro. Mm-hmm. Sometimes these things you strive for are attainable. Sometimes these things you strive for will never happen in 6 trillion years, and the sun in the sky will explode before these things that you're putting out into the universe will even come close to happening. But you never know, which is why you have these dreams and you work towards them every day. So shout out to Shotzi for having dreams.
Absolutely, and I am a supporter of hot women kissing on television. So we have Berkey.
Yo, the face Rob just made.
What?
I was
like, yo, someone clip that, bro.
What?
Oh my god, yo, the face Rob just made. Oh, I'm crying.
Yo,
Shout out my homie Berkey. We want AO. Clap, 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 clap. We want AO. My nigga Berkey a real nigga.
Well, you guys certainly got him.
Nate, $2 super chat. How's Cena gonna let R-Truth out farewell tour him? Oh shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. R-Truth's having a better farewell tour than John Cena.
Did you see that clip? Did you see that tweet going around? That Truth segment outdrew Cena and Punk on YouTube?
Yeah, yeah.
That works for my agendas against Punk.
Wrestling is so weird, man. It's so fucking weird. It is so strange. Like, who could have predicted this? You know, R-Truth gets fired, and now he's the hottest face in wrestling for like a month. We'll see if it's.
Let me ask you this.
What's up?
Right?
Yeah.
Let's say there was never an official R-Truth is fired announcement, but we just never seen him again on fucking TV.
Okay.
Nobody ever reports anything. We just don't see R-Truth no more.
Yeah.
How long would it actually take for fans to be like, what the fuck is going on? We're upset.
Months. Because
over under 6 months.
Like 4. Here's the thing about it, AO. Before Road Dogg took over creative on SmackDown, R-Truth was already absent for TV for a minute. Hunter already phased him out after the Awesome Truth lost their tag belts. But Brian James took over SmackDown and he made the call, like, I want R-Truth on this brand, switch him over, and I want to use him because he likes Ron. And he likes writing for Ron.
Man, I want my jigger nigga on SmackDown, man. I really
love my jigger nigga be jigging and he be nigging. Oh my god. I'll be writing for that boy. He's just jigging and he nigging. Oh my god. I'm Road Dogg.
You hear what you don't hear what
I genuinely don't think they would notice, bro.
Yeah, but that's the point. It's like if WWE really wanted to get rid of him, they could have quietly, more slickly done that. But they did it the way they did it, and it allowed Ron to basically leverage the fans on his side and get his job back. And good for him.
Trust the process. 34. 499. Monty sitting back, feet up, ribs in oven, cigar in hand, smiling at the godly number he's popping today.
Bro, it's so funny. Monty's gonna see the fucking 1600 and be like, these niggas could do whatever the fuck they want on this show. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We're cutting the house out of this podcast. Monty's not getting a cut.
Yeah, I
It is
agree.
what it is.
I agree. Triple Mania Regia announcement. AO Alberto El Patron will be getting his rematch against Elio Del Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship.
Oh yeah, he getting that bitch back.
Why?
Oh, I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
No, he's not getting it back. Patron's
No,
gonna lose again.
But so he's over to their audience. He's over, and
I know he's like the fucking biggest star in the territory.
Yeah, and their audience thinks he's been wronged by this whole situation. So that's probably why they did this. They're probably trying to sell.
Oh, really?
What happened? Yeah.
I know.
Rob.
I was listening. I was what you said. I was like, what?
Yeah, yo, their fans think he was screwed. They think he's been done dirty.
Wait, isn't he the biggest heel in the territory?
Bro, come on.
Doesn't he like go to shows and beat up fans?
Yeah,
not even the biggest heel, bro. Just the biggest star, bro. Just the biggest fucking star.
Bro, he got banned from Tijuana for beating up fans.
Yes. Nevertheless, their fans are rallying behind him, Rob. They think he's been screwed by the system. And Vikingo, by some people, is being seen as like the corporate industry plant. And so Conan is like, I'm going to use this to draw a house, and I'm going to make a main event with Patron and Vikingo, and we're going to draw some money with this. And that's probably what's going to happen.
I don't think Conan could put the title back on Patron if he wanted to.
No. Yeah, so that's not happening. But Conan can make the call for this match just to sell some tickets.
Yeah.
Right.
Robert Collard, 199. Ibu, did you compromise AO to a permanent end? No, he did not. He's right here.
Nigga, you know what I would fucking do to Ibu, bro?
What does that mean?
Just no.
Snip, nigga.
Wait,
Benjamin Hook, 199. What happened? Benjamin Hook, 199. What's the plan to get? What happened?
We have a new match for Triple Mania. El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Moose versus Joe Hendry versus El Mesias. This is for
the Latin American title, right?
No. Lucha por el TNA X Division Championship. It's a TNA X Division title 4-way.
Why is there 4 heavyweights in this fucking match?
AAA, baby.
Wow.
But
and you're going to AAA and you still couldn't get a flippy guy.
Here's the thing, AO. It's not about weight limits. It's about no limits. You know this.
Fucking brother. All right, Samoa Joe. All right, Samoa Joe.
We got another one. Oh, this one looks kind of cool.
What is it?
Octagon Jr., Laredo Kid, and La Parca versus Abismo Negro, Taurus, a new Black Taurus, AO, and Hysteria has been announced for Triple Mania Regia. Okay.
Yeah, I heard the Taurus is the drizzling shits and not over. That's what I heard, bro. If you're a big lucha guy in the chat, please feel free to correct me. That's what I heard.
The other one, Lady Shani versus Dalis versus Lady Flammer for
I've seen this.
Reina de Reinas Championship. We owe another one, Los Garza, Angel Garza, Iberto versus who are these guys here? We have Nueva Generación Dinamita versus Psycho Clown y Pagano versus the Nemeth Brothers for the AAA World Tag Team Championship. I got my money on Garza and Carrillo on that one.
Wait, I don't know if Moose, if Mason Worldwide is being serious in the chat, but just for anyone who doesn't know, the Beast Mortos for a long time was Black Taurus.
Yes,
he changed his name to just what did he change his name to? It didn't last long. That's like a fucking month. To maybe just the Taurus or something like that.
Yeah,
and AAA was like, no, nigga. AAA was like, no, nigga. Like, that's not good enough. We still own all this shit. So AAA took his name, took his mask. They gave it to a new guy, and then Black Taurus became Beast Mortos, and allegedly the new Black Taurus is ass.
We have another match here, AO. We have El Fiscal, Mr. Iguana, y Nino Hamburguesa versus Kento Takuma and Nobu-san. They are the Tokyo
Bad Boys. They're pretty good.
Who are these guys? Where are they from?
I saw some gifs. They've never worked in Japan, apparently. They're like
really
trained in Mexico. Yeah,
that's interesting. Ayo, are we? What day is this? This is June.
I'm not watching the show, bro. I'm not even gonna get ironic enjoyment from this.
What day of the week is this? June 15th. That's in 5 days.
It's probably a Saturday.
Yeah, we're not getting 3 triple
Oh, they were
Manys
all
anymore. No.
Oh, I'm thinking about somebody else. These are Dragon Gate guys.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Wait, that's SB Kento. He used to be in Dragon Gate, and then he got fired for weed.
Mhm.
He changed his name and his look, so I didn't recognize him. Yeah, that's SB Kento. They fired him. All right, I'll tell you what. If I'm home, I'll watch this in Self-Made.
I'm not watching this shit, bro.
We're gonna get you in there.
Y'all
I think
know
you're
me.
thinking of Utani AO. That's probably who I'm thinking of. King of the North.
Yeah. Someone tell me, is this on a Sunday? If it's on a Sunday, I'll watch. I'll watch this in the Discord.
That's
What day is this?
I don't know. It's the 15th. Someone has to tell me what day of the week that is. So I'll wait for the check. Yeah, it's a Sunday. Yeah. All right. Unless it's NBA basketball, I'll watch this in the Discord. We'll see how it goes. So there you go, chat. I'll make that commitment. Speaking of self-made.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say follow Self-Made the Discord at Self-Made PW at Self-Made Chicken Owl said Ibu likes AAA only because it's an offender. Bro, I don't even like AAA. I don't even like AAA. I'm just content.
I do.
It's not a good promotion at all. It's like really, really bad. But anyway, follow at Self-Made PW on Twitter. The link is in the bio for our Discord, which has been a really, really fun community. Over the last week, we did match recommendation watch-alongs, and we watched the very first 0-1 show. And that was a ton of fun. And it was very interactive, guys. I basically did a live audio video essay explaining the background of 0-1 and its creation. And I went on to watch the first show with everybody.
No. Chriso did that. Iwu's never watched 0-1 or any show.
Nevertheless, our archive is massive in there. We have a lot of archived content that even if you've never subscribed to the Discord, if you go in there now, you can get access to all our old spaces and watch-alongs. Twitch, there are many right now, and you could listen to them at your own leisure. But $5 to get in, $10 or more to recommend matches for the match recommendation watch along. The June match recommendation thread is already up on the Patreon, and if you want to add your match to that list, get it in now. We're going to start on Thursday, folks, and we're excited to get through your matches. Again, $10 to recommend a match, $20 to get long matches and microphone access during the spaces and the watch-alongs. So it's a great deal for the Discord, and I've had a lot of fun, and I will be in there on Thursday. So lock in, everybody, at Self-Made PW on Twitter, and in the bio is the link to our Patreon, which will send you right to our Discord. So
King Potate says, what else y'all get up to in that Discord, Ibu? I'm glad you asked. We also have movie night. We just watched Sinners, and right before that, we watched Paid in Full.
Yes.
I showed little bro Paid in Full for the first time. Ibu could not believe the things Cameron was doing in that movie, man.
I also streamed an anime movie, I want to say 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago. The movie was Venus Wars from 1989, a really, really fun science fiction anime film. And that was a great time for those of you that were with us for that. And I promise you guys this week I will try to finish Jujutsu Kaisen, which we're at the end of the season 2. So that's been a good fun time.
Yes, I have. He is lying. He never finishes that. I have dropped the Patreon link in the chat. So you click that link.
Kaizen FC.
Go right to it.
I will stream it on Saturday.
Nigga said Kaizen FC. All 4 of your surviving soldiers. The rest of them niggas are dead, bro. They died waiting for you on the battlefield.
Kaizen FC.
Yeah.
We're back on
Yo, what Cameron said? That's 14.
That's 14 bricks right there. That's really how I just slime people out for his fucking
Yo, he didn't even hear the nigga say the rest of he said 14 bricks right there, huh?
I love you, Kaizen FC. I'll see you on Saturday.
Yo, what that nigga told A, or I think it was Mitch, he said, I love you, baby. I love you.
I love you, baby. I love you.
Yo, someone in the chat said, y'all done with super chats? Brother, how do I tell you that? We still have over fucking 60.
Yeah.
What?
We are still.
Bro, we're zooming through these.
Yeah, I was about to say Benjamin Hook.
Let me read them, Rob, because you be slow, low key.
I said, what's the plan to get the belt from Gunther to Seth, bro? Answer it.
Oh, that's a great question, and I think Solid Monster's theory is probably the way.
What is his theory, bro? Because this is the 4th time y'all. Real quick, because we gotta get these shots. But y'all
Sammy wins King of the Ring. He goes to SummerSlam to face Gunther. He beats Gunther. Seth cashes in on Sammy.
Yeah, that is how Sammy began fucked.
Yeah, it feels on brand, right? For like his fucking.
Yeah, that is how they be doing Sammy.
Yeah, they do be.
And then he wins the Rumble and then probably gets it back at Mania, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
All right. Next super chat. We still got $1 million.
Go ahead, Ibu.
Holy shit. Only way to make this angle good is to acknowledge Punk's hesitation to work Saudi on air, but they're cowards, so they won't. They kind of did that a little bit when John Cena basically said, "I'll fight you, but the only way you can get me is if you follow me to Saudi." And
yeah, but that's the most mark ass if you know thing. Like,
yeah, well, the thing is, I don't think you should go further than that. I think that's a fair enough.
Literally can't, bro. They will hog tie you as soon as that plane touches down. What was that? That shit you was talking?
Right, and so I think that was decent enough where John is the heel, and in kayfabe, Punk only went because that's the only way he can get to Cena. Greg Forsyth, Les Saboteur, I probably butchered that. Big ups to MBS. I don't know about all that, but thank you for the super chat money. Ish 99, where's Punk going, Ibu? He's going to Night of Champions to face John Cena for the WWE Championship. Thank you, Ish. Thank you, Ish. Epic Department 19, 199. Hey, Ibu, any update from his camp? I have no comment. Benjamin Hook, 199. Boo has gone full bossing say. Jay Stone 499. Are we finally beginning the Sammy World title arc? Yes. Thoughts on mystery KOR participant? Let's hope it comes in UWA. Yo, Roman would be godly. I don't see it, but that would be fucking awesome. If Roman pulled up in a match with Miro and Bronson Reed and Sheamus, that would be fucking killer. Black Yakuzu 94, $5. Hey guys, I forgot, but where's Night of Champions taking place again? Rob, you have the answer to that question.
The Kingdom of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Thank you, Black Yakuzu. Super chat. Link to Euros. This is worse than the Benoit tribute. Save us, AO. Thank you, Link. Jacob Donnelly, $5. Look in my eyes. What do you see? A main event in sweet Saudi. Thank you, Jacob. Hush, $4.99. Please spare him. He's got CTE. He's old and brittle. He meant blood money as in blading in Saudi. Guys, we all love blading, right? Pro wrestling. That's a good call, Hush.
How do I tell you?
Oh, brother.
Chicken Al, $2. CM snapping a Slim Jim table in Saudi. Hot shot raw. That's not happening.
Oh my God. GB the Sage, $4.99. The women's bracket layout kind of gave it away the moment Rocks won. Most likely Jade versus Char.
Yeah, I think Jade Cargill wins the women's Queen of the Ring. James, $5 Canadian. Hey, y'all, love the show. Was hoping on making the trip to Cena versus Punk. It's one of my favorites. Where's that happening?
The Kingdom.
Rob,
the Kingdom of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Thank you. Hush, $1.99. Stephen P. New, When I Find You. Jesus Christ. Greg Forsyth, $5 Canadian. AO had an unexpected trip to the local Saudi embassy.
Look, man, I might have to pull up. See this in person.
Oh my God. Ryan Zacchini. I'd probably do Liv and Raquel versus the Bellas versus the Kabuki Warriors. Why? That's a multi-man for the sake of a multi-man.
I would just do two of those teams and leave one out. And that's the Bellas. I mean, Yayo Trejo, $2. Is there a chance Roman wrestles before SummerSlam?
I was told he was expected to, but now I'm not sure how.
When is SummerSlam?
August 5th.
Early August, definitely early August.
Bro, he'll do a SmackDown tag or something.
I think I was told he's expected to. Sprouts 199. We want Ayo.
Shout out my nigga Sprouts, man.
For better or for worse, you got him. Johnny Bernie 199. Ayo stuck in Imbu down from One Piece. I did not send him there. He acted himself.
Look, man, he was a politicking piece of shit.
Yeah, well,
you see where he gets his favorite wrestlers from, but you can't hold a real nigga down, bro. And like Hangman Page, I rose to the top and drew the biggest number in Wrestle Purist history with Rob and Chris O. And no one can take that away from us three specifically.
I'm the host of the fucking show.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
Nigga.
Punk was one of my goats, but this second WWE run is so ass. Corporate brute looking shill. All those traits that made him unique and cool gone. Well, you're entitled to feel that way. I've enjoyed a lot of what he's done in the second run, but I totally.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
That's not true. That's not
That's not
true.
Huh?
Don't lie. Don't lie.
He was saying a lot as if it's the majority, but that's just not true.
You just made that up.
Like, yeah, I guess 40 people in a room full of 100. That's a lot of people, right? If you just grabbed 40 people and they all disappeared or whatever, that's a lot. But is it the majority?
Wait, my point is, I said
nobody asked what your point was, bro. Johnny Bernie, $2 super chat. Punk for Cena in Saudi. You light my fire.
You light my fire. Bam, $2. AO is the hangman of Wrestle Purists.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, it's a shame that the name was fucking colonized by somebody who doesn't even like Hangman Page, by the way.
I love Hangman Page.
You made a voodoo doll of him after the Punk feud.
Phantom FTW. Phil Brooks talks.
Yeah, he didn't deny. He didn't deny.
You see?
A lot about LGBT rights. Well, yeah, he does, and he continues to do so, and I appreciate that he does that. So shout out to
Interesting.
and Phantom FTW.
Let me expose CM Punk one day.
Guys, historical feud Cena's retirement match. One last clash. Who cares about location? That's so beneath us. Let's enjoy pro wrestling.
Hush, you're a funny nigga, bro. You're a funny nigga. He's been popping me these fucking super chats.
He's a monster. Yeah, he's a monster. Mehu ate Ibu Heyman Helmsley. I am crying.
Hey, man.
People is somehow so much worse than Paul Lee and Triple H put together. Like, just so much worse than both of them.
How can that be humanly possible?
Yo!
Gucci clone $4.99. I know a clone when I see one, and that man is not CM Punk. That nigga is a clone. Hashtag Punk clone. Where is Punk?
Yo, so if Punk was actually cloned, Ibu, when do you think they made the swap?
After the Jack Perry fight.
So right after. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, in the 2 months that he was off. Greg Forsyth, $5 Canadian. Someone tell Tony Khan's employee AO to calm down.
Oh.
Yo.
What? It's not even a good joke, bro.
I'm crying.
Yo, you're not. Yo, I can't lie. You're on AO's dick.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, Greg. Chi-Town Spurs, $2.
What do these new gents think that the Wrestle Pure structure is, bro?
I don't know.
I answer to no one. Monty owns it, but me and him are collaborators. All right, I don't work for him. I especially don't fucking work for Ibu's bitch ass. All right.
AO was absolutely on my payroll.
Yeah. All right.
You
know I could just lock you out of like the self-made account whenever I want, right? That's just a thing that I could do, like right now while we're on air.
Let's not be hasty here.
It's okay.
Chi-Town Spurs.
Yeah,
$2.
be a good boy and read the next chat, nigga.
Oh my
Rob,
God.
you read this fucking chat.
What the fuck? Chi-Town Spurs, $2. Hashtag Trapezoid Jesus.
Shout out my nigga Chi-Town Spurs, bro.
Absolutely. The new geeks, Apex Leon, $2. Let's go expose that fraud. CM dump. Let's go AO.
Shout out New Geeks, man.
You don't gotta expose CM Punk. He exposes himself.
Hush 199. Ibu, do something. Punk FC needs help.
Yo, Hush is fighting for his life, bro.
Yo, Hush. You gotta just lay low, brother. You gotta just find a rock.
Yo, and I look, if you're a genuine Punk stan in the chat, bro, I want you to understand something, right? And this is all bits, humor, and tribalism aside. I see a lot of you niggas saying he's gonna get taken out of the match. Brother, they're not false advertising a match this big to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and then rug pulling them. That's not a thing that's ever going to happen. Would they do it to an American audience? Of course they would. They've done it before. They did it. Bianca Mercedes too. I mean, Bianca Sasha too. As she was known at the time. They knew what wasn't happening, and they rug pulled you niggas. They're not doing it to Saudi Arabia, bro. It's not happening.
The new geeks, $5. Expose that frauds. CM dump. Oh no, he did it
I
again.
mean,
Yeah,
right.
no,
No,
Okay,
he said
okay,
he sent it
my
the
fault,
second
my fault.
time. Yeah, he sent it the second time.
My fault, my
Let's
fault.
go, AO. Phil been a fraud for literally decades.
Thank you for the super chat, New Geeks. Chi-Town Spurs $5. To be fair, one of the most punk rock things you can do is sell out in your mid 40s.
That's a fact. And be like, yo, actually, we're Nazis, MAGA.
Come
The
on.
niggas gonna say, oh my god, what did he say about CM Punk? I'm talking about the fucking punk rock artist, bro, that actually did that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
decided to just be fucking MAGA
Yeah,
after becoming
yeah. Look at
multi-millionaire.
Metallica.
Come on.
Round.
Round bag 199. Please like the video and thank AO for the house.
Yeah, actually, Ibu, I was gonna wait until we got backstage, but I need you to do it right now. Shake
Oh my
my
God.
hand and thank me for the house.
Oh my God.
We had like 1,300 people here before you joined.
Off my back, nigga.
AO, they clearly joined because they just had so much enthusiasm to hear a sincere, comprehensive review of Monday Night Raw.
All right, so thoughts on CM Punk's The First Dance? They just wanted to watch Rampage, right?
I think they just wanted to watch an episode of AEW Rampage, the hottest B show in town.
Yo, do y'all see this? Do y'all see this?
Thank you, Round Bag. Appreciate it. Chi-Town Spurs $5. I don't fight for TKO. I don't fight for billionaires. I fight for his eminence Ahmed bin Salman.
Yo, is that what he said in the promo?
He said,
Yep, that's exactly what he said.
No, that's exactly what he said. Next
Cole-
super chat.
$5. Just wanted to say hi and thank you to the drone grifters for the view. We know you're watching. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate
Absolutely.
the views.
Johnny Burney, 199. Punk working Night of Champions is cursed. Is cruised. Is what? Oh,
It's cursed. It's cursed.
2025. Crazy. Yeah, 07 he was scheduled to work Chris Benoit, and that match did not happen. Thank you, Johnny Burney.
Wait a minute.
And don't mysteriously get an injury either, nigga, because we're gonna wheel
Sadly,
you in
Ashley,
there.
199. Ibu XAO. Yeah, man, it's
Why
the
are
best
you
bet.
shipping us?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
Wait, is this our homegirl Ashley too?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
It better not be. I swear to God.
Dinamaz $5. If Drew posts a Punk Blood Money tweet, he's top 5 all-time work.
It is.
He would be an idiot to post that.
Yo, they're saying eBay on the chat. Ban all of them.
You
Get 'em
got
outta
that
here.
power, brother. You got that.
Get them out of our community.
Oh my God.
Okay, you read this one. Johnny Burney 199. Counter Days Gunther. Spear Jackhammer 1, 2, 3.
See,
Yo,
you know who we have to thank about what's happening right now? I think we should all thank Goldberg's niece, because if that nigga's body didn't explode during training,
when would we have seen him?
we would have seen him yesterday.
Oh no.
We should all thank and pray to the heavens above and thank the ligaments, the joints, and the knees of Bill Goldberg and the muscles of Bill Goldberg.
Look, bro, I know Goldberg, even in his fucking prime, he didn't have like the craziest tank or anything. Didn't really have one at all. But it's just like, what at this point, what kind of match are you trying to like get here? Like, how long are you trying to go? Like, what do you think is gonna like happen? Why are you trying to do anything longer than 3 minutes?
Why does he do like jujitsu training?
Like,
Bro,
what are you doing?
You do a spear and a jackhammer. Why are you like throwing high kicks?
Bro, like, hey, I'm just a stupid mark, never took a fucking bump in my life. But if I was advising Goldberg, I'm telling him to lift weights, look jacked, and hit the fucking elliptical and make sure your lungs are up. I know, bro, fucking cardio in the ring is not the same thing as cardio outside of the ring or whatever, but it's like, bro, just get in shape and run through a 3-minute match. What are you doing? Why are you
Your
destroying
matches
body?
are 3 minutes long. You throw some knees in the gut, you shove a nigga, you know what I mean? Maybe a power slam, you do a spear and a jackhammer. Like what? Why
Yo, like he's
Yo,
like
remember that
he's
match
like
with Bobby
legitimately-
Lashley? He had to go like oddly long, bro.
Yes. And he was trying to do like stand-up MMA with this nigga. I'm like, what are y'all doing, bro?
Yo, and
That's
then
neither
the
of your
wor-
bags.
That's not your bag. It's very
and
strange.
then the worst part about it is, son. The worst part about it is like that he destroyed the entire Hurt business in that match. He destroyed all the Hurt business.
Hunter's like, yo, look, bro, you're gonna walk out there and spear Gunther, and this nigga goes to the training gym and he's fucking training to fight Vegeta. And then he fucking tears every bone in his, tears every part of his fucking body.
Yo, their fucking crown jewel match was 12 minutes. Let me look at these other ones, bro.
Now that match is actually good, but the SummerSlam match is horrendous.
Let me look at these other ones. God damn.
Goldberg, Dave Meltzer thinks Goldberg versus Bobby at Crown Jewel is their best match. Is the best Goldberg match of all time.
Wait, bro.
Yeah, he thinks it's the best Goldberg match ever.
Wait,
It's probably top 5.
Look at the SummerSlam one. The SummerSlam match was. It was only 7 minutes, but I remember that being terrible, bro. And they had MVP looking dumb out there. They had Unk looking dumb. That shit was,
really bad.
Around.
Yeah, that was really bad. Yeah,
that shit was bad all around, bro.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Johnny. Grant Hudson, 989. With how unfortunate this retirement run in general has been, it's almost fitting that Cena Punk is in Saudis. There's a chance it ends up being the new DX Brothers of Destruction.
Oh, brother.
There is no chance that CM Punk versus John Cena is as bad as DX versus Brothers of Destruction. If
Bro,
it sucks,
the 5 minutes
sucks,
that we got in Elimination Chamber has been better than any match he's had this entire retirement.
I've never seen that match. However, brother, Ibu, I hope you're ready for how scary this match is going to be. If Cena tells Punk, we have to go out there and have an epic.
Listen, 20 minutes.
Well, they're already going to have an epic. The epic is his Punk's is 2025 Punk's bag.
20 minutes, keep it simple, they'll be okay.
They're not going to keep it simple, bro.
Keep it simple, you will be okay. Let the heat carry you. Play the hits. If you go out there and you do the 30-minute John Cena 2025 pay-per-view match with 17 ref bumps, this will be bad. But even then, it will not be remotely as bad as DX versus Brothers in Destruction.
That's what they're gonna do, bro. How else do you think Cena's gonna get heat from this crowd? You think they're gonna care if Cena's like stepping on Punk's face a little too hard in the fucking corner and shit, and the rest trying to get him off? That's not gonna get him booed.
I guess we'll find out. Not a broke chimp. That is an insane name. 199. Ilya versus Sammy in the King of the Ring finals. Give me that. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. R. Curtis 777-199. Punk was in the Saudi showing feet. I don't know about all that. R. Curtis, but I thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Showing feet.
Bold and brash, $20. Unpierce the goats. I'm not gonna sing that.
Sing it, bro.
Shout out to Self-Made. Thank you, Bold and Brash.
Sing it.
No, I'm not doing that. Let's just move on. Thank you.
Shout out to the Bold and Brash.
The Waffle Chief, $4.99. Ebu versus Ailes, 5 stars. Frenetic work rate. Yeah, we're working in that.
I carried that fucking bum.
Anyways. Riley 109. Punk only draws when he assaults people or goes to Saudi.
That is true. That is true. That's very true. That's
Thank you, Riley.
Very true.
For the Self-Made and the WrestlePierce YouTube channel. Carl Nicholas 499. Ebu, do you think there's a chance they swap the men and women's world title on Raw and SmackDown? I haven't heard of anything like that recently.
Yeah, well, I will really quick. I want to thank Triple H for when CM Punk first came back to Raw, booking one of the worst episodes of Monday Night Raw of all time, so that old and new viewers couldn't come back to the show, and CM Punk could be given credit for bringing the viewership back to prominence. I just want to thank Triple H for booking that horrible episode, so CM Punk did not bring back fans to the shows. I want to thank Triple H for that. Commonwealth Cowboy $4.99. I'm not here to defend billionaires. Here, let me get the Saudi for y'all real quick. Somewhere Stephen Woltz is sipping a whiskey sour with a smile.
I'm happy you're happy, Commonwealth Cowboy, and I thank you for the super chat. Sal Cruz $4.99. Would North Korea be on the table for the second City Saint? Second Saudi?
No. That's not what it said.
Would North Korea be on the table for the second Saudi Saint? That's a question for the second City Saint, CM Punk.
What do you think?
What do you fucking think, nigga?
If Kim Jong-un says he wants CM Punk, you think he has a choice?
Collision in Korea too. And he would brag about the house.
Natalie Bounce, what's Cena say about Vince, Rob? What did he say? That's a great question, Rob.
I think we lost Rob. Bro.
Yo.
Rob. Right?
Yo, what
my
did Cena say about
my
Vince,
Wi-Fi
man?
is dropping.
Yo,
Yo,
what? Yo.
now that's a trick question because you gotta say what time. Because every other week, Cena's talking about how much he loves Vince and how Vince is his daddy.
Hey, man, that's a great question. That is a
Yeah, I don't like
great
this
question.
setup. What are you doing, nigga?
Oh,
Oh wait, that one's ass too. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Are
there
we
we
going
go.
back to the regular one? Okay.
thank you, Natalie.
Yeah, I hate that one. I just some Ganda Chanko, 39 Czar. Ibu, where are we getting Braun B versus John Cena?
I have no idea, but they should do that.
I think that should. I've said it for 2
They
years
should say
since
that for
he's
when John
announced it.
turns face, though.
I think that should be his last match. I think that should be his last match. I think Braun Breaker should be the one to retire.
I think Randy Orton should retire John Cena.
Oh dear God.
Yeah,
Jonathan
I'm
Gomez.
not mad at that
Yo,
either.
is that not what AEW did with Danielson?
What do you mean?
Is that not like the equivalent, bro? They're just like, yo, we know you're like the last person in this company who needs this rub, and you're already a million-time world champion. But go ahead and retire this beloved babyface legend,
bro. It was insane because when you brought that up, I'm thinking of the Swerve match, but I forgot. I'm like, that's not his last match. His last match.
It's not his last match, bro. Fucking Mox is.
Yeah. For whatever reason, like my brain just erased it. Like I just think of Swerve and Danielson as like the last hurrah, and it's not. He fucking works.
Just
Jack
fucking rolled off into the sunset with the belt, and somehow Mox found it.
Yes, it's not what happened. He had like an okay match with Nigel. He had a match with fucking Jack Perry, and then he worked John Moxley. Yeah, that was insane.
Bro. When you look at all the angles that have been like huge swings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Between AEW and WWE, right? All right, so what has worked? Huge swing, the Mariah turn on Tony, right? Huge swing, that definitely worked. The middle part of that story got really shaky because Tony wasn't around, but whatever. They sucked the landing. Huge swing, Hangman burning down Swerve's house. That worked greatly. Another huge swing, Danielson bagging Mox bagging Danielson. That shit did not work, my nigga. That shit didn't. That shit. Yo, the nigga stopped doing Mox for doing what he did to Danielson like week 3. WWE, the John Cena turn, huge swing and a miss. What else did they fucking do? They had a couple other ones, Rob, right?
Yeah, no, they had a few other ones.
Oh, the New Day, heel turn. That's a huge swing. Biggest fucking whiff in the world. If you ever heard me make content before, you know I have all the respect in the universe for the New Day, bro. My favorite WWE tag team of all fucking time. I think they're top 5. But bro, this run is fucking crazy, my nigga.
All right, here's one that so far is has a winning record. Is Heyman aligning with Seth Rollins and making this group. This has been working out pretty well for that group. It's been good TV so far.
Hey man, why people not watching, Ebu?
That's not for me to say. I'll say this though. The nasty.
I don't fucking talk to me about ratings. Go ahead.
Yo, the one that fucking like was a real big miss, but AEW hilarious. He just kind of like swept under the rug and like low key they did the fucking red flashing light and made everyone forget. Was when the Bucks like attacked Tony Khan.
No, that was a huge. No, that was a huge miss, but they didn't make everybody forget, bro. They
people don't bring it up. People don't bring it up.
Now it's just fucking what's it called? It's in the past, but no,
but
that was a huge miss.
Yeah, that EVP thing was not good. Yeah,
damn, bro. These bookers, man, they not
niggas don't know how to make the art of like the big angle. Like it actually doesn't like.
You're like, yo, you actually gotta like, come on, like you gotta put effort into what comes after this thing.
Niggas got like baseball batting percentages when it comes to that shit, bro. Like niggas be going like 33% and shit like that. So yeah, man. Grave Jello $2. Jey mystery opponent and Gunther Yeet 6. That would be psychotic.
These niggas have wrestled 5 times.
Yes.
What the fuck?
They wrestled twice last year. They had a God, what was it? Gunther faced Jey faced Gunther for the IC title last year in the Mania build, and then Jey lost because Jimmy screwed him. And then they faced in the King of the Ring, and then Jey lost. And then they faced this year at Saturday Night's Main Event, and Jey lost. And then Gunther lost to Jey at Mania. That was the 4th. And then last night, Jey lost to Gunther That's the 5th one.
Holy shit.
Yes. So if they faced again, it'd be the 6th match. Gunther has beaten him 4 out of 5 times.
Nigga, that is terrorism.
It is. Chi-Town Spurs, $10. Saudi Arabia have secret prisons where families send women who have disobeyed their families, committed adultery, or were absent from home. Don't let anyone tell you sports washing is okay. I agree. Punk is a joke. Well, Chi-Town Spurs, you are absolutely entitled to voice this. And worth noting is that is what a lot of like the sports leagues going to Saudi are doing. It's to normalize. It's just to normalize working with their government.
Bro, it's literally why Saudi gave Ronaldo $1 billion. So every time there's something public going on where like that, the world has their eyes on Saudi, whether it be MMA or fucking boxing or whatever the fuck they got going on. They'll have Ronaldo in the crowd and they'll be like, look at this awesome sports event that's going on. Also, Ronaldo's here. This must be a great country, and we're not torturing people, and we don't currently have slaves. And you don't get killed for being queer.
Yeah, like that's the reason why like big, soccer, boxing, UFC and WWE, it's why they do big events in Saudi. Like the government pays them to come over there. They do that. People watch things happen in Saudi. You normalize it. You associate, their government with positive imagery of philanthropy and sports. And that's like the point of that, and that's sports washing. And I think as this will continue to get normalized as more sports leagues go into Saudi to do things, and it absolutely will continue. You're already seeing it arise, but as it continues, people
golf.
should
But I'm pretty sure that fucking flopped, and they had like merged with the PGA, or was the PGA flopping? I don't follow golf anymore.
I don't remember.
Which one flopped? So they had to fucking merge Live in PGA chat.
Right. But the point is, it will continue to get normalized, and to the point where like this conversation doesn't happen before every Saudi sports event. But I do think people should always keep it in mind. So thank you, Chi-Town Spurs, for the super chat. I think you missed the one right there, Riley. 2023 at Wembley holding trans rights signs. 2025 wrestles in Saudi. Happy Pride. Well, Riley, happy Pride Month to you, and thank you for the $5 super chat.
Shout out Riley.
Black Yakuza 94, $5. So Ibu, when does Punk turn heel and drop the mask?
It's gonna happen. I don't know when it happens though. I don't think it happens this year. The very, very, very long term is heel Punk versus face Cody, but that's not this year. Schleg Daddy 199. Happy Pride to Ibu. Live your truth, rep your flag. I am not gay.
No.
I am a straight male.
I'm so sure, bro.
But I support everyone, Schleg Daddy. Uncle Roku, $9.99. Ibu, I know you're trying to no-sell the Punk Saudi business, but in all honesty, does it rub you even in the slightest that his moral compass is as fugazi as they come? If I'm being honest with you, my answer to this is complicated and would involve things that I cannot speak on.
You know what? What I will say, I'll finally cut my brother Ibu some slack. Ibu was never one of those people that was, I'm a CM Punk fan because CM Punk is the best person in the world, and being a fan of him makes me better than you. He just likes the way that nigga talks and wrestles, bro. And that's why he's a fan of him. A lot of the rest of his fan base, not the rest, but a lot of his fan base, a big majority, that moral superiority thing is like a big reason why the fans of him. But that's not like Ibu's thing. So, and like, Ibu's a mark, but he knows what wrestlers are.
Right. And so, like, I know how this business gets, and there's always a possibility that at some point they were going to get him to do the Saudi show. And I knew that the day that came, that it would obviously result in backlash, and we're seeing it now. And that's why I'm not running to people's replies to fucking play defense or fight with these people. Like you open yourself up to that kind of scrutiny. What my personal opinion is on that is, to be completely honest with you, like I don't have a strong one. I really don't have a strong one. But it's happening, and people are reacting the way I expected them to. And Punk FC is just going to have to hold that. They're just going to have to hold that. He's a pro wrestler. Dylan, Dylan G 199. Mr. Iguana snatched Henry's chain. Yeah, he's better than him.
And he's funnier, he's more creative, and he can fucking wrestle.
Yes, he's
So,
better than.
Yo, I genuinely don't know why WWE would ever give Henry a full-time contract when his whole thing is my theme song's over. It's like, all right, my nigga, so stay in TNA. When we need your theme song, we'll call you and you'll come running and you'll do whatever we want. So, like, I don't know why they would give him a full-time deal, bro.
Go ahead, Rob.
Ish $20. I'm very intrigued to know what changed in the creative process because I think we all predicted the cash in with 100+ run-ins. I'm very excited in both AEW and WWE that there are strong baby faces and heels.
Wait, who are the strong heels in? Oh, you're talking about Seth's group, okay.
Yeah, I think Goldberg's status affected things personally. I don't know that 100%, but that's what I believe. I think Goldberg affected what's going on there.
Bro, why tell the media that you're fucking falling off the bone, bro? You're trying to sell your fucking last match.
I think it was because he didn't want to let people down who was expecting him, whoever those people are.
Bro, how many people were really slamming their fists on the table saying Goldberg showing up the Monday after Money in the Bank?
Well, beyond that, AO, I think most people expected it, but no one was. I feel like most people just at best accepted it. Like, okay, I guess they're doing this program. Not like, oh boy, I can't wait for this. You know what I mean? I think it was more like, all right, well, they got to get it out the way, so I guess they're doing it here. I guess this is what they're gonna do. You know?
Right.
So,
well, even the deepest depths of drone Twitter, like Goldberg's coming, or they're just like,
well, they're not doing that because drone Twitter doesn't really like Goldberg.
Or what he did to my nigga Bray Wyatt, rest in peace, and and my nigga KO.
Yeah, they don't like him. I like Goldberg more than drone Twitter does, but even me, I don't really care to see Gunther and Goldberg really do a program, truthfully. So I'm not fucking crying that he's not able to make it, and I don't think Triple H is either. He's never been fond of Bill Goldberg ever in his life. $20. Anyway.
Go ahead.
No.
We already read this. You already. I just
Corey David, $2. Ibu and Rob, thoughts on Worlds Collide. I spoke on it yesterday, Corey. I thought it was a good show. With a really strong main event.
Why you didn't ask me my thoughts?
I liked the pacing of the show, and I liked that there weren't like a bunch of bullshit ads and Raw recaps in between the matches. It was just good wrestling matches. And I like the AAA video packages in between the matches, and the main event was really strong. And it was cool to see Chad Gable in the main event setting do what he does. And he had a match as good as you could possibly have with Vikingo in 2025. So a good show. Probably the second best WWE pay-per-view this year. So that's my thoughts. What did you think, Rob?
I loved it. You guys know I am a AAA fan, so I enjoyed the entire show. And we will be watching Triple Mania in the court this weekend. So
yeah, who's we?
Nigga.
You'd have to like ask a Rob Viper or whoever, because I don't watch every AAA show. I watch like maybe 2 AAA shows a year. But AAA is really bad. It's really bad. And it got worse. Like when I watched AAA in 2020, 2021, at least like Ray Phoenix and like Vikingo in his prime were on those shows. And like Penta would have a bloodbath. So those shows
and
are like
Mita would show up.
Right.
And so, a lot of like the Bucks would show up, a lot of the AEW guys would be there.
Yeah, and my point is like those shows still sucked, but like at least there'd be like 1 to 2 matches that were like actively very good on those shows. It got to a point where like it was like bad and a shit show and Russo pill, but also there was like no good matches. So I think their product is like really, really bad, to be honest with you. And so I don't
that area where QT Marshall was the top of you.
Right. And
shout out to my nigga QT. That was crazy.
As somebody that casually observes their product and has casually been observing their product for about, I want to say 8 years now. This is probably the best AAA that Worlds Collide is probably the best AAA show I've ever seen in the modern era. I should make very clear. But I that's with the caveat that I only watch about 3 AAA shows a year. So
QT versus Pentagon was good. It was good. Yo, we used to watch a lot more AAA shows than that, bro. When they were fucking good.
Yeah,
we used to watch around 15, but then it got crazy.
Hey, yo, we were watching AAA before we were watching CMLL. Remember? Because we were watching. Yeah. So, and again, Kenny Omega was doing his thing over there. He's doing his thing, but a lot of their big exodus is really what fucked things up. AO when like Roosh and all them dudes left, that really fucked a lot of stuff up for AAA. So, Nevertheless, I thought Worlds Collide was the best modern AAA show I've seen. So there you go. For whatever that's worth. Go ahead, Rob.
Speckles 199. Shout out Big Macias and Tokyo Bad Boys. Yeah,
Shout out Speckles.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Britt Baker, dentist.
No, we don't say that name. $5 super chat. Just wanted to check in on opinions here. Who's better all time, the Protostar Kyle Fletcher, or Christopher Monroe Punk? I think
it's obviously Punk at this point, but
it's obviously Kyle Fletcher, bro.
Kyle Fletcher certainly is primed and ready to become a great, just a great person of his generation. But I don't want to prematurely anoint him. But what I will say is that he's set to really have a special decade. And so hopefully,
I have never seen CM Punk do a last ride sit out Liger bomb.
Anyway,
right.
Have you ever seen CM Punk do a Golden Star bomb, Ibu?
Thank you, Monet Dentist. Corey Davis, $2. How much y'all think WWE gonna make off Mr. Iguana? As much as possible.
A lot.
Surprise me if
good for him, bro. Good for him.
Yeah, make your money.
Yeah.
Slim Reaper, 35, $4.99. Both of Evil's current goats, Cody and Punk. Phony fraud, Carney's law of attraction.
Yo, what does that make Ibu, man? When's the mask gonna slip off of Ibu?
Slim Reaper, I got something to tell you about pro wrestlers.
Look, I'm just gonna say, man, all my favorite pro wrestlers are good people, and they're just moral and upstanding, and that makes me better than you. And unlike your favorite pro wrestlers, who are actually bad people who do bad things, and they also are bad wrestlers too.
Thank you, Slim Reaper. Mass $4.99. If Cody doesn't win King of the Ring, when do you see them doing Cody Cena? I think regardless of how they get there, Cody Cena is your SummerSlam match.
Already?
I think. Yeah, I think. And I think Cena losing to Cody is what triggers his babyface turn. So,
yo, this heel run would be so ass.
Oh yeah, but I think they know that at this point. I think they know, all right, we got to get out of that and then just try to do this shit right in the last couple matches. Danny Quanten 199. Swerve and Ospreay plans for All In. I personally think they're tagging together. That's my personal.
So what are our predictions for tomorrow? Swerve win, Ospreay win, time limit draw.
I think they draw.
I think they draw.
We don't really see too many draw. Either that or Ospreay has to get his win back.
I think they draw.
Swerve, I can't see Swerve losing another big match.
Look at the smartest CM Punk fan to ever live in the chat, thinking that I'm serious about my favorite wrestlers are great people and your favorite wrestlers are bad people bit. It's almost like I'm flipping your favorite fan base's entire shtick back on y'all. Anyway.
You got to understand, we have a gigantic audience here, and I think a lot of these people legitimately just don't know us.
just the smartest Punk fan to ever exist. Thought I was dead ass.
Yeah, no, guys, we're super sincere podcasters that would never do business. So, Danny Quant, yeah, like I said, yeah, I think they're doing a draw. Would not surprise me if the Bucks got involved in this match. Actually,
I would not like that. What the fuck? If they're gonna wrestle the Bucks at All In, they're gonna wrestle the Bucks. Whatever. For my favorite wrestlers, I feel like everybody involved could be doing something. I think we could spread the star power around a little bit better than that. But I would if you ask me what I want the Bucks doing, I would say Jet Speed, Hurt Business, fucking 3-way, and let Jet Speed pin the Bucks.
I wouldn't hate that. Thank you, Danny.
Benjaminator.
$4.99. Rob, if I'm Gunt, I'm blaming the Mania tap out on my medication like Vito.
It's the medication. It fucked my head, but I'm good now.
Yo, they really had him tapped.
Not Josh. You think EO can name 5 Nikki Bella matches? No.
Well, the thing is about Joshi's, bro, a lot of them are
no, they do be
not a lot of them, bro. It's just the ones that are loud and proud about it, so it makes it seem like there are more than there actually are.
But with that said, though, AO, a lot of Joshi fans think that Joshi wrestlers are so uppity about wrestling, and that they don't even rate American wrestling or pay attention to it or check for it. And many of them do like respect the stars of like the United States.
No, yeah, they respected it. They're not watching it and they're like, these motherfuckers can't work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of like Joshi Lita's fans will be like, like they're like mind blown at the idea of like someone like a Joshi wrestler like thinking Rhea Ripley or Bianca are cool and big stars, for example.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like you see their fucking reactions when they go to WrestleMania, bro. Like they talk about like how even the ones that like are like, I'm never moving to America. I want to be in XYZ promotion for the rest of my life. They think the pageantry and all the shit is cool and they like have fun at the event.
Yeah, the shit pops them.
Fucking...
Yeah, exactly. The shit pops them. Okay, Black Yakuza 94, $5. I'm just saying that if CM Punk met AO in real life, he wouldn't say or do anything like a good little corporate man Punk. Fantasy booking CM Punk AO interactions is insane. But
hey man, he booking me to be strong though, so I'm gonna take it. Shout out a real nigga.
Thank you, Black Yakuza. We appreciate you. Rob Harrington, $1.99. Cancel all landlords, Trapezoid King.
Facts.
Cool Uno. Dude was trying to run Punk PR last night, like, nah, nigga, a rat.
That nigga is a rat. That nigga is looking at that nigga is a rat. They said CM Punk got paperwork from 20 years ago, but that's none of my business. Uncle Roku, $4.99. What's the over under on Punk having his gear match the color of the Saudis flag and the champions?
There's no chance of that. There's no chance.
I know we're gonna walk out with the decked out Saudi wristbands though.
All I know is when Hangman Adam Page had to work in Orlando after they passed it, Don't Say Gay bill, that nigga was wearing rainbows like a motherfucker. That's all I know.
Well, that's because in Orlando they're not gonna kill him if he does that.
Well, you ever been to O-Town?
Corey David, $2. How long till Javon is in AAA? Also, AJ All Elite. I think Javon probably gets a booking at some point. I don't see AJ being All Elite.
He might get on there. Yeah, he might. We'll see. Lone Fire 199. Shouts out Ibu and the rest of Punk FC. # we lost.
I'm crying.
We'll be all right, Punk FC. We'll be all right.
Wheezy, shout out to Wheezy. $5. We making bad boy money. Yes, that is true. We are making bad boy money. Well, not we. Corey David, $2. How bad will Will want the AJ match? Excuse me, sorry.
It's his ideal match for All In, but that's not happening.
Hey man, you also told me Mariah May was staying in AEW.
I mean, I assumed that until I was told otherwise. Yo,
it's always funny seeing like the freak side of drone Twitter. The ones that are just like, oh, we own the sheets. Like that's their entire like Twitter personality. Is not even like liking wrestling. They were like trying to cancel you over that. It's like it was very clearly a post that like invisibly before you said what you said. In my opinion, like you weren't making a report. It wasn't a fucking report, bro. It was just a tweet.
Yeah, it was. That was the funniest thing. Hey, what makes it funnier is on numerous platforms, once I found out otherwise, I made it very clear that Mariah May is expected to go to WWE. Like I literally stated this publicly. It wasn't a secret. It wasn't like I made that post, said nothing, and then changed, and then like what happened. No, I literally made it. I said it in self-made. I broke the story there, and then on the Wrestle Pierce shows, I was like, yeah, Mariah May is expected to go to the WWE.
Austin Kinkle, $2. Why'd they spoil Asuka's return after a year plus?
That was insane.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Just throwing her in the graphic like that was like what?
And then they played a package later. I'm like, bro, what the hell?
Yo, didn't that happen to somebody else recently, bro? And they were just been gone for dumb long. They just put them in a fucking tournament bracket or some shit.
That was insane. And
somebody I don't remember.
Probably AO. I don't remember who, but probably. Thank you, Austin.
Bro,
they literally have a what's it called? They literally already have a question mark gimmick on the males side. They could have just done it for the women too.
Could you imagine?
It was Kyrie. Yeah.
Could you imagine if you just saw Ilya Dragunov on the graphic? Like you'd be like, bro, what? You know what I mean? So why are you fucking up Asuka's return? Why are you fucking nerve turn up? Slim Reaper, what did Mercedes say on her blog about Vince AO? If you know, you know.
I'm not doing that, bro. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, Slim Reaper, for the super chat, brother. Hush, $4.99. What is Punk gonna do?
No, I see a super chat about Hush. My internet's working again.
Just what I'm saying, bro. All y'all faves, nigga.
Yo, if Punk holds up that title or puts it around his waist, I'm making it my profile picture.
That would never happen. That would never happen.
I'm making it my profile picture, bro. I'm finally gonna go away from Dolph Laniga, bro. Like I'm changing my profile picture from Dolph Laniga and changing it to Punk for the title.
Remember, you were Mercedes AO, CEO AO.
No, I was Mercedes. Of course, I was Mercedes. I was CEO.
And
still am in heart.
This is how you know I'm a mature man. You know, I'm Punk FC, and I just let niggas get their shit off. If I was immature and irrational and unhinged, I could easily do whataboutism and find everybody else's crazy quotes.
I don't give a fuck.
But
bro, because the difference is between your favorites and our favorites, Ibu, is Punk holds himself as this morally upstanding nigga. Cena doesn't hold himself as a morally upstanding
nigga. Yes, he does. John Cena prides himself on being fucking Mr. Good Man that does
Wait, Rob, I can't.
Make-A-Wish. Nigga, what are you talking about,
with you on that one, bro.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Like, get the fuck out of here.
That nigga would do Make-A-Wish and call TMZ on himself, bro.
Oh,
I can summon the Rico on John Cena.
Who got the most wishes of all time?
Hey, man.
I could bring back certain swerve lyrics.
Who got the most wishes? Who got the most wishes of all time?
What? Yo, Kenny Omega never said anything bad. Kenny Omega never said anything bad.
I could bring up certain songs.
I could bring up certain things CM Punk was doing in IWA Mid-South. But I'm a good person.
Wait, hold on. I remember the story. I remember a story that Punk told one time. We'll save it for later.
Colin Leverett, $4.99. Keeping it a buck. None of these wrestlers are good or great people. If looking for moral authority in your Strausses, what? You're a Mark AO unblock me, King. I'm crying.
Colin Leverett, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I only block people who block me first. So you definitely blocked me. And they were like, "Oh, actually, AO's just a troll," and then wanted to be gang, bro.
Yo, niggas.
I don't know.
Niggas.
Put your ad in the chat, bro. Put your ad in the chat. What's up, you?
I was saying, like, sometimes niggas, they have this like immediate quick twitch reaction to an AO troll tweet. Like, AO will just troll a nigga's fame, and they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy? He's a fucking asshole block.
Get this black off my timeline."
And then they'll see AO like on like a fucking space or a YouTube video, and they're like, "Oh, this nigga's funny." It always happens. Oh man, you know how many people blocked me and then unblocked me to try to listen to a space? No, nigga. No, nigga. No. Schleg Daddy, $4.99. Ebu, you tweeted about AEW's hot male locker room. Current 5 hottest. Who's getting you most wet, big bro?
Bro, this nigga loves calling other niggas gay, bro.
Now, you have to answer because you did tweet about this. So,
I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say AEW has a hot male locker room.
Yes, you did.
I did not use those words.
Yeah, you did.
I said that the promotion employed men that were handsome. Very different wording. Very different verbiage.
All right, so what's your top 5, bro?
Yo, I don't have a top 5 because I don't rank niggas. I don't rank niggas.
Yes, you do. You rank niggas the other day.
I don't rank niggas.
Yo, why is he trying to do like all this like hetero bravado? Let's just pull up his tweets.
Yeah.
What'd you say about Trick Williams again, bro? What'd you say about Trick Williams?
Son, this nigga was just asking Brody King to take his legs out the other day.
Come on, man.
And Brody King had to reply to you and say pause.
The thing
Oh
is,
yeah, my nigga Brody did have to hit you and be like, "Yo, pause that, bro."
that was that's a comment on like his gear looking more tough with the trunks.
Nah, nigga, you was talking about his thighs and whatnot.
Come
Yeah,
on.
you wanted
I-
that.
I
You
think
wanted that nigga
that's
thigh meat out.
Thighs.
Come on, bro. You have tweeted in. Yes or no? Yes or no? I don't want to hear any explanation. Have you or have you not tweeted about Trick Williams' meat in the past? Yes or no?
Yo.
Yes or no?
Yo.
Yes
I
or no?
said the camera was zoomed
Yes
in
or
OD.
no?
The camera
Yes
zoomed
or
in
no?
OD.
Yes. Why does he want to say yes or no? Why does he not want to say yes or no?
Yes or no, bro? Like,
Yes or no?
no, bro.
The camera zoomed mad close on this nigga's meat, and I was like, "Yo, why is this nigga hard, bro? Like, why
Were
is
you not near Trick Williams talking about
Like-
I had the urge to touch Trick Williams, but
And then
kept
after that, after you tweeted that, didn't you go to an NXT show and you said, "I just had to fight the primal urge to grab Trick Williams' arm"?
that's not the wording I used?" The nigga was just standing next to me, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's Trick." Like I was about to be like, I was gonna tap him like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" But
What did you tweet, Ibu?
I said something like, "Yo, I was gonna dap Trick Williams up," but the nigga kept it.
no,
All right, I'm gonna bring it up. Don't worry.
That's not. You didn't say dap. You did not say
Oh,
dap. You did not
like,
say
like,
dap
what's
up.
up, gang? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, this nigga's a liar. This nigga's
How you
just-
doing, bro?
All right, I'm looking at the tweet right now. It'll be too hard for me to search on my computer, so I have it on my phone. Ibu on March 11th, 2025. Ibu of Self-Made, Ibu of WrestlePeers, Ibu of Senegal tweeted, "I had the intrusive thought to touch Trick's arm, but a nigga kept it player."
Intrusive thought is crazy. Like, that's not crazy.
Bro, yo, what's good, bro? Like, you really looking strong out here, my nigga. You know?
What?
You wanted to touch that nigga?
All
Yo.
Thank you, Select Daddy, for the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, and we respect everybody, and we respect Pride Month, a community that I'm not a part of, but I certainly support. So shout out to all my gay niggas.
Shout out to all my gay niggas.
Yeah, to all your fellow gay niggas. Ricky Stroke. Oh, Ricky Strokes
brother.
$4.99.
Oh, fucking brother.
Unfortunately, Rashard, this gimmick's gonna have to end. The libs are after us.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna read this as any other young man would. Boo Boo Zaddy. How can Phil do this? Broken heart. He knows about us, about you and me, and how we are not welcome to be us over there. And still, wait, I'm sorry, there's something in the middle of my screen. And he's still gonna fight?
There is no us, Ricky. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you got going on, but it has nothing to do with what I got going on. But thank you for the super chat.
I don't think Rashard Strokes would just come in here and start lying. I don't think that's what he would do. Like, why would he lie?
Yo, niggas are saying John Cena just posted The Miz on Instagram.
That could mean a lot of things. I'm like, what?
Bro, we know
They're
exactly.
gonna do a Cena Miz program, bro.
No, you don't get it. It's because Punk's blood money covered dick thing was at The Miz.
Oh shit! Good Cena tweet. Good
I
Cena
literally
post.
just did the Jalen Williams aura face.
Oh my god.
Mari, Punk FC is getting that A-Rab money. LOL. Thank you, Mari, for the super chat.
Yeah, I hope you're getting an allowance bonus from this, Ibu.
Like Yakuza 94, $5. Maybe it's just me, but I see television feature more than a world title since Becky came back full time. Hashtag noticing.
It's a very interesting thing.
Thank you for the super
Where are
chat.
EO's feuds?
I don't know nothing about none of that.
Ibu, put a percentage on it that EO's gonna have a singles match at Evolution.
75. 75. Can we all come together and laugh at Cody for trying to compliment Roman on his trash pod? He will never be your friend. He don't like you, Cody. Cody does need to stop kissing his ass, bro.
Bro,
Bro,
why?
he be sucking that nigga's dick all the time.
Why does he want to be Roman's friend so bad? He doesn't even want to be Roman's friend so bad, mind you. He doesn't give a fuck in real life if Roman ever likes him or not. He wants to be business friends where they could be seen smiling next to each other and arm around the shoulder, and there's a picture of them playing poker on the American Nightmare bus. Like, why do you need this, bro? You don't need this.
Hey man,
You Dusty's son, nigga, act like it.
I just saw Ayo's tweet advertising that you were entering the pod. This is fucking crazy. Your link to this podcast has 526 likes.
Hey man.
This is crazy.
Hey man.
This is crazy.
It's what we do around here.
Let me see what niggas said in the quotes, bro.
You can't spell best for business without Ayo. Don't actually try to spell it because you can, but we're gonna pretend like you can't.
Yo, this shit is crazy, son. Oh my god. DB to Sage, I need some of the women to politic like men. Io and Bianca got to tell Big Nose that the majority of the roster can't lace their boots. Give them detailed story. I agree, bro. I really agree. Becky Lynch is fighting for her to get the right to tell a story here, and it's resulted in good content. You know, so
Ibu, if Io started walking around like she's that motherfucker, and she said, "Look, Phil, you piece of shit, I'm getting my shit on TV from now on," would it end well or poorly for her?
why Phil? You mean Paul?
Come on, bro. You know it's office Phil.
What the fuck? The fucker of the show is Paul Levesque.
All right, bro. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Paul. If she went to Paul and said enough of the bullshit, Paul, I'm get my shit on TV right fucking now, bro. I got stories to tell. Get my shit on TV. Would it end well for her or not?
He would say, "We got a lot of plans for you, Io. Don't worry about it." And then it would improve for her marginally by like 10%.
I'm not saying that this is necessarily a bad thing, but you would say this is a somewhat accurate representation of how Becky maneuvers, right?
Wait, was I breaking up for you guys?
No, not really.
Okay, so I didn't hear what you said last. What happened?
I'm saying I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing, but would you say that's how Becky maneuvers with her feuds?
Becky Lynch is very passionate about the stories that she tells, and she wants them to be fulfilling and on the biggest stages. And she's very adamant and particular about her creative, so much so that there had to be conversations about how we're going to roll you back out. Are you coming back Mania season, so on and so forth. And again, she's very particular about her stories and passionate about telling them the right way and not doing anything half-baked or half-assed. And she's earned the cachet to express this without any negative pushback on her. So that's the best way I would explain Becky Lynch's current situation. And that's a good thing in my opinion. That's a good thing in my opinion.
No, I think stars, I think for the most part that is how stars should move, as long as they're producing on their end when it's time to fucking perform.
Yes.
And I don't know if Becky is or isn't because I'm not really watching the matches, but people seem to be liking what you got going on right now.
Yes. If you're somebody that moves like this and your stuff sucks, then it should kill your leverage, which it does.
Yeah, not for everybody, bro.
Donna. Do we have any super chats?
Hey man, I think we have one more.
Let's do it.
No, that's it. That's
Yo, Hutch, what's your problem, bro? We don't have an update on Kaiser, bro.
Yeah, no, there's no I don't have a Kaiser update. I don't know what's going on. I hope everything's okay, and I hope he gets back on TV soon because he was doing really well. So shout out to Kaiser and shout out to you guys.
Wait, Kaiser wasn't released?
No, you're thinking of Vinci.
Oh, I am thinking of Vinci. Damn, my nigga Eichner, bro.
Yeah.
Not Bartel.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Kaiser. I hope he's okay. I don't know what happened there. But what happened here was quite a chaotic show. A show that I have enjoyed. I enjoyed part.
Oh, wait a minute. We know what happened to Kaiser. We know what happened to Kaiser, bro.
I've enjoyed this show. I've enjoyed talking to you guys. I've enjoyed.
Yo, don't ever in your life think you could just chat Big Charmother on the timeline and on the gram. Make an entire weekend of chatting Big Charmother and think you're just gonna get away with it. All right, my nigga. So you know what? We sent him home to have some time to clear his head and think about what he did.
Funny if true, but unsubstantiated and unconfirmed. And I will not put my name to any of that. But I'll put
Yo,
my name.
if anybody tries to put my name on that, you're a fucking idiot, bro. I don't have any fucking. Come on, bro.
I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. It's been a really fun show.
Jesus. We got 3 more.
All right, let's read these super chats.
Hey, we appreciate the support, though.
We do.
No, definitely. No, definitely. They did. No, I was saying Jesus because
like
they came
the
in
video.
fast as hell.
Guys, like the video, please. All right, go for it, Rob.
Schleg Daddy really wants to know the answer to this question. No, he sent it again.
Are you sure?
And he changed? Yes.
Yeah, nigga, top five most handsome niggas to you, bro.
He sent it again, bro. He sent this at 509.
Oh, I don't have a top 5, Rob. Why don't you give your top 5, Rob?
Nigga, you put it on Twitter, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't rank niggas.
All right, Evu. So give the people this, because you do all the people this. What was a series of men that you were seeing on your television screen that made you pick up the phone and tweet it? What men were involved in this?
Exactly, son. You the nigga that tweeted it. Why don't you answer?
I forgot who it was right before, but it was somebody, and then it showed Fletcher and Takeshita, and I was like, "Hey, man!"
Yeah, Fletcher and Soup had this nigga moist. Anyway.
Exactly.
That's not what happened. Come on, man. Come on. Man.
Colin Leverett, $4.99. I had to donate again because that typo was fucking crazy, but I meant to type wrestlers. My fault, fellas. I'll start looking when I do shit.
Thank you, Colin.
Oh, we appreciate you, bro.
Uncle Roku, $4.99. Ibu, if you are privy to this, was the Saudis? It was the second Saudi saint working Riyadh a guarantee as soon as he signed the contract in 2023? Be honest. Let's go.
No.
Danny Kwong, $4.99. Jack Parrish bet.
Wait, Ibu, I got a question. Was this something that was even broached during those talks?
That's not for me to speak on.
Oh, brother. Anyway, go ahead.
Danny Kwong, $4.99. Jack Parrish should honestly just start a DIY YouTube channel.
Yeah, it looks like Jack's found some passion doing that kind of handiwork, and I mean,
those videos go crazy on YouTube, bro. You should do it.
Might as well. Happy for
especially
Jack.
especially like the ones where the guys be going to like different islands and like the parts of the world and like building shit from scratch. Like, Ryan Duckworth, $4.99. Yo, I'm donating on half of Raccoon Maine. He needed some help with the money, so I'm helping out. Oh shit.
Yo, shout out to my nigga Ryan Duckworth, bro. He beat the charges. He had some very serious charges that was on him. Shout out to my nigga Raccoon Maine too.
I always support young men beating cases. Well, not always, actually, but I support Ryan.
No, you did support Kyle Rittenhouse, you piece of fucking shit.
Let's not do that. I appreciate you guys. This has been a really, really fun show. This is the biggest audience we've ever had live for a Raw review, which I'm very appreciative of, and I hope it results in just blessings and prosperity for everyone here in WrestlePeer. So, guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you guys enjoy the fun, you can expect this every Tuesday afternoon. So I will be back next week with everybody. If you guys liked what you saw here and you want to continue these vibes, you want to see where you want to go to a place where you can get more of this. Well, folks, we're in the Self-Made Discord. So follow at SelfMadePW, and in the bio is a link to the Discord. AO, Rob, myself, and Chris will be in there Thursday night watching your match recommendations that you choose as a member, because it is your right as a member of the Self-Made Patreon to pick matches for us to watch. So I'll see you guys Thursday night for that. And then I'll see you guys on Monday on Russell Pierce Worldwide for the next YouTube show. But until then, you guys can catch me in the Discord on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday nights this week, where I'll be in here for various streaming content. Again, at Selfmade PW, the link is in the bio. You join the Patreon for $5 and you get right into the Discord. And you will have access to all of our archived content with audio podcasting and space content, as well as the watch alongs that we've done, which I think have been very, very fun and varied and informative and educational in some cases. So this has been a really, really fun Raw review. Guys, like the video if you haven't liked the video. Leave a comment afterwards. Please be nice. Please be nice. I know it's been an insane and crazy show. And I also once again want to stress that, Wrestle Purist is not a monolith. We are all individuals with our own differing opinions on pro wrestling. And I think the beauty is us being able to do a show like this where we could all express our differing opinions and be able to just kind of shake hands and walk afterwards. So for Rob, for AO, I'm Ibu. This was the Raw review. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.
Wait, what should I leave a comment on?
I'll leave it up to them. Just leave a comment. And
Bro, they don't do it if you just leave it up to them, son. They won't. I don't fucking know.
Give your thoughts on the CM.
What's your match of the year?
No.
What is your match of the year? We won't be doing. We might. I don't know. It's fucking Monty's platform. We might do a mid-year award show or some shit like that.
Maybe. Yeah, we might
discuss like match of the year, all that shit. So give us your match of the year. Yeah, and your fucking what's it called?
I was gonna say we've done mid-year shows the last 2 years, so we'll probably do one this year. So yeah, go for it. Leave that on.
And
all right, guys, we'll see you next time.
Wait, Speckles, $2 super chat. Chip in for Raccoon Main. Hope the divorce goes well. Damn, Raccoon Main's a canonically broke ass nigga now. You hate to see it. And we are. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, that's it. Out of here.
Woke it up, don't woke it up, don't woke it up, don't woke it, don't woke it up, don't woke it up, don't woke it up, don't woke it, don't woke it up, don't woke it up, don't woke it up, don't woke it. Don't woke it up.